All right, hey everybody, how you doing tonight? I know that I'd mentioned earlier today we did a double header that I was going to do, try to do full count baseball. So I downloaded it, and while it runs in Windows systems, it's not a Windows program, so to speak. I know there's supposed to be a pretty decent update coming sometime, I guess in March, according to I think David Lando told us that. David Lando did tell us. But it runs like right now, the screen is even tinier than this team selection screen in Diamond Mine Baseball. There's no documentation that talks about like team ID or anything like that, but I did download everything for it, and it looks like you pretty much got every season in baseball from 1871 to 2023. It's super, super robust. There's no sound. You can choose to play the original way that it looked in on the Commodore 64, or you can choose to actually have ballpark backgrounds, stuff like that. But I'm hoping that this update in March will allow like a larger screen or full screen or whatever. I checked properties, everything. Don't know how to I just couldn't configure it to run in full screen. Can't get it to find the teams or the IDs or whatever, even though I kind of tried everything. So unfortunately, I'm going to post some questions in that Lance Hafner group that's on Facebook and see what we can get to. We did a doubleheader today. First game was an Out of the Park Baseball 25. That was a Cardinals. It was the Myths League that I have. So all-time Cardinals versus the Blue Jays. It was a good game. 4-1 Cardinals win. Bob Gibson with 14 strikeouts. Second game was a nail biter. It was the Decades League in Action PC Baseball 2025. And the 1950s defeated the 1990s by a score of 3-2. Really good ball game there. Now I've talked a lot about Diamond Mine Baseball, and we have our good friend Truth Hurts Wilkie, who's been coming into the channel. He's an aficionado of this game. I love this game too. A lot of people. This is a game people used to play. And I think people should still play. No bells, no whistles. And I've said before, you know what? It doesn't stream well, but I've decided I'm going to do it anyhow. Because another game that I do that doesn't quote unquote play well, even though the voice is much better, is Baseball for Windows. So, Ernie can read to you in a better voice. I can read to you in a not so good voice, or it's not reading what Ernie does. But I do want to start giving this game more love. I've put some money into it and I like to play it and all of that. So for those of you that hang around and, it's a lot easier with this game to sort of talk some baseball than it is something like Out of the Park or something, because there's no noise. There's no animation in this game, anything like that. But it's a very, very, very good baseball game. I know that I was reading an article about Marcus Heinsohn, and actually this game is what kind of inspired him to create Out of the Park Baseball way, way back. So this game had some issues way back, some very unrealistic results, things like that. But that's kind of gone by the wayside. It's a very, very good, very, very nice baseball sim. And I don't know. I like it. So we're going to play it. If people show up, that'll be cool. And what have you. There's a lot of things you can do. I don't even have everything installed for this game, but I do have. But again, you can just pick where your parks are coming from, things like that. Some of the things that this is just a little tiny bit of what's out there that I have installed. So there's like some all-time greats. I have all the All-Star games in this, but right now the only one that's actually in here that I've actually installed is the All-Star games from 1933 to 1948. I've got some seasons here that you can see installed: 1906, 07, 1914. Got a few all-time great teams set up here. Whatever. So just going to have some fun with it. And, because I didn't see anybody else was doing anything. So we're going to be playing from the all-time great teams too. I think this is volume 11. So we're going to pick two teams here. And I think it'd be fun. Let's have the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's have them play. Let's have the 65 Dodgers play the 1978 New York Yankees. So, and let's set this into Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it as a totally neutral era. That will be fine. Okay. And let me make sure we got. Yep. So we're going to be playing in Yankee Stadium. And there's our play-by-play. Let me see if I just want to make anything a little bit larger here. Let's do our lineup. Let's set this text size to, I don't know, maybe 14, just to make it a little bit easier to read. And hopefully this will allow us to save from game to game. This isn't something you have to do. I just figure for streaming purposes, maybe easier for you guys to see lineups, benches, things like that. I don't know. I just felt like doing some baseball tonight and getting away from the usual suspects that I do, namely, out of the park baseball and Action PC, the two I think I do most on this channel. All right, so let's click OK, and we're at Yankee Stadium, and there we go. Yeah, a lot easier to see. I like that. All right, so here we are, Yankee Stadium, and this is the 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Yankees. All right, so we got Wills, Gilliam, and Davis, Fairley, Johnson, and Lefevre, Parker, Torborg, and Drysdale. For the New York Yankees in 1978, Rivers, Randolph, and Munson, Jackson, Chambliss, and Nettles, White, Dent, and Guidry. So good one here, Ron Guidry against Don Drysdale. I'm just going to have the manager doing both teams. I'm not going to manage this particular game. So again, no sound or anything. So feel free to, I don't know if you're listening in, roll up a game or whatever. And, just going to do the commentary here. I'm going to add a little bit here and there and leave some things out. But this is a lot easier to see. So I'm really, really liking this. You can see the batter and who's on deck, who's in the hole, what have you. All right, here we go. So Maury Wills to lead it off here for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we are underway here at Yankee Stadium. That crazy dimensions of old Yankee Stadium, and I guess the new one is the same dimensions. I guess a Yankee fan will correct me, but boy, that short right field porch there that I'm sure Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, and a lot of left-handed hitters loved. Crazy deep out there, 430. Fence heights, though, kind of surprising, 7 feet high, so not too high out there. All right, here we go. So Guidry with the 0-1 pitch. It's a ground ball between first and second. Randolph into the hole, dives, takes it in, can't get it out of his glove, and Maury Wills with the infield single. And Wills, of course, as we know, has a lot of speed. All right, Jim Gilliam now up. Guidry, Wills being held at first. Here's the pitch. High fly ball to left field. White is there and puts it away for out number one. Wills gets back to first. All right, here's Willie Davis now. 65 Dodgers. Guidry steps off, throws over to first. Wills back in plenty of time. Guidry quickly to first. Wills off for second after a few twists and turns. He's tagged out by Bucky Dent on the throw from Chris Chambliss. So base is erased here now for the Dodgers. 2 down. Davis back in the box. And the 1-1 pitch from Ron Guidry. This one's well hit, center field, deep. Rivers going back, and he hauls it in for out number 3. So the Dodgers go quietly, and Maury Wills caught stealing. We go to the bottom of the first. The 1965 Dodgers, nothing, and the 1978 New York Yankees coming to bat. Mickey Rivers leading things off here for the Bronx Bombers. Don Drysdale ready to deal. And here's the 1-2 pitch. This one looped down the left field line. Coming on is Johnson. Wills going back, and the ball falls in no man's land fair in front of the sliding Johnson. Willis leaps to avoid him, and Mickey Rivers running hard all the way in there with a double. So the Yankees starting it off here with a little bloop double, falling there between Maury Wills and Johnson, between Wills and Johnson. All right, here's Willie Randolph now. 3-2 is the count. Drysdale deals, bounces to the left side. Wills is up with it, drives the runner to second as he throws Randolph out. So Mickey Rivers stays on second. 1 away here for the Yanks. Brings up Thurman Munson. 1 strike on him. Drysdale works home. Here's a chance to center and center for Davis, who's coming in, roaming in, and Davis pulls it in for out number 2. All right, here's Reggie Jackson. And Los Angeles is going to intentionally walk him. So That will brings up Chris Chambliss. So Jackson getting the free pass here from Don Drysdale. 2-0 the count, and here's the delivery. Chambliss pops it up very high, middle of the diamond. In near the mound is Lefevre, now backpedaling and has it for the third out. So New York leaves two, fails to capitalize, and we are scoreless as we go to the top of the second inning. Little diamond mine baseball action here. All right, Ron Fairly batting in the number 4 slot for the 1965 Dodgers will lead things off here. All right, Guidry ready to go now. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The 1-2 pitch. Here's the kick and delivery. Fairly pops it up into shallow right. Jackson coming hard, still coming, and he is there and makes the catch for the out. So 1 away now, and it brings up Lou Johnson. Here's the payoff pitch to Johnson, grounded towards second. Dent with the stop behind the bag, a 360, a throw, getting Johnson at first. What a play. All right, so score that one 6-3. Bucky Dent making a nice play there. So 2 out here in the Los Angeles second for Jim Lefevre. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lefevre beats it on the ground to short. Dent charges, one-hands it, throws on the run, and that'll take care of the Dodgers here in the second. So we have no score as we go to the bottom of the second. Greg Nettles leading things off here for the Yankees of 1978. Here's the ball one offering. This one hit on the ground. Fair ball down the line, over first and into the corner, and in with a stand-up double. This is Greg Nettles. So here we go again. The Yankees in 2 consecutive innings with an opening extra base hit. All right, nobody out now for Roy White. And the 3-2 pitch from Drysdale in under the hands, and that's ball 4 to White. So the Yankees with runners at first and second, Nettles at second, trailing him. White at first now for Bucky Dent. There we go. Bucky F. Dent. Drysdale in the stretch, the pitch on the way. Dent bunting, bunt added and missed. That's strike 1. 2-2 pitch on the way, little pop-up, and a nice catch by Torborg. That ball wasn't hit very high. He had to get out there quickly, and he did, making the catch just in foul ground. All right, so 1 away now. Rod Guidry in at the plate, not using the designated hitter. Runners move off, and here's the pitch. Guidry looks to bunted back to the pitcher, and Nettles is out at third. Drysdale was on that ball like a cat, never hesitated, and had the lead runner by a good 2 strides. So 2 away now. And we swing around back to the top of the order. Mickey Rivers, 1 for 1 in this game, as I stated earlier, doubled back in the first to lead it off. Left-handed Rivers in there. The 1-1 pitch, Drysdale works and sounds like a broken bat, and Rivers is thrown out on a soft grounder to Lefevre. All right, so that does it for the Yankees. They strand 2. We go to the top of the third, and Dodgers and Yankees are scoreless. 1965 Dodgers against the 1978 New York Yankees. All right, here's Wes Parker. Parker in the box now. Ready to go. Guidry with the 3-1 pitch, and ball 4. Parker will take a walk down to first base, and Jeff Torborg steps in the box. Guidry throws over to first, and Parker just back in. They almost had him picked off. Guidry comes to the set. 2-2 is the count, and here it comes. Tied him up on a fastball up and in. He went around. Strike 3. So Guidry picks up the strikeout. 1 away now, and Don Drysdale to bat. So you guys can see this has great play-by-play. I'm basically just reading it to you, and a lot of fun. A lot of fun this game. A lot you can do. Pitch to Drysdale. Drysdale showing bunt on the ground, but foul, left-hand side. All right, Guidry ready to work again. He eyes Parker. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Drysdale showing bunt, and he lets this one go by. Strike 2. Drysdale trying to get Parker over to second. Nothing into the count. Guidry lets it go, and here's a shot. Drysdale pulls the ground ball through the hole and into left field for a hit. Parker's rounding second, and he will stop right there. So the 1965 Dodgers making some noise here in the top of the third inning. Parker at second, Drysdale at first. And we're back at the top of the order. Maury Wills, who is 1 for 1. Legged out, hit his last time up. Full count. Delivery is just wide. Guidry doesn't like it, but he has loaded the bases. So here's Jim Gilliam. Jim Gilliam trying to make something happening here for the representatives from the left coast. He flew out his last time up. New York looking for the double play. 2-2 pitch. This one hit hard and right over the bag at first, and this will roll for a while. 2 runs are going to score, and they're waving in Wills. The ball comes into third, but too late. Gilliam clears the bases with a triple in the 1965 Dodgers with an early lead. It is 3-0, so posting 3 in the third. And here's Willie Davis. All right. Corners in on the grass, and here's the pitch. This one shoots by Munson, probably hitting off the plate, going all the way to the backstop. And another Los Angeles run comes in, scored a wild pitch, and Gilliam comes home with run number 4. And here we go. If you pinch hit for someone, says Truth Hurts Wilkie, who is he is our aficionado, our good friend here, Diamond Mine player in 9 leagues. He says, if you pinch hit, let me put it up here on the screen for anybody that might be wanting to read this later on. So if you pinch hit for someone to make a substitution change, you won't be able to reverse it. It's happened to me in Draft League. That's the one issue I have with the game. Yeah, the other thing that's weird about the game, and I should tell people, is when you are doing substitutions and things like that, you got to have pretty okay mouse control. So that's another reason why to up the font sizes a little bit. I'm not playing a game where I'm going to have to do any substitutions, but I should show what that looks like, because you would think that clicking on the player's name, it's like just underneath and under the cursor, a little square will show up, and that's when you can move players around. So, but you know what? No game's perfect. But I do love Diamond Mind, and thanks for hanging out, guys. And Truth Hurts Wilkie, good to see you. And yeah, I saw your emails today. I would definitely get to all of them. I'm just glad we're able to connect. And I like your idea about a podcast. Have to figure out how to do that, starting from scratch, but I think it'll be fun. I started this one from scratch, so why not? All right. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Willie Davis, and shortstop Dent Chambliss, 2 away. So score that one 6-3. All right. Here's Ron Fairley now. The lefty. Guidry stares in. The wind and the pitch. Classic ground ball to short. An old school 3-hopper. Dent with it and makes the play for the out. So Bucky Dent earning his paycheck there today. All right. Bottom of the third now. And the Yankees trailing 4-0. So messy inning. That one was for Ron Guidry. Still a lot of baseball to go. All right. Here's Willie Randolph now. Stands in again. Grounded out. Last time up, Randolph with a strike. Drysdale works, pops him up into shallow center, crossing in after the Johnson, and catches it for the first out. So another thing you can do in this game is you can change options. So colors, text, managers, your options, stuff like that. So delay between messages, we can set this up just a little bit, because as the game moves on, the play-by-play will start to get a little bit more verbose. All right. All right, let's get back to the game here. Number 3 hitter, Thurman Munson now. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Line to left field on a couple of hops. Munson steering it through the hole for a base hit. So Thurman Munson aboard now. The Yankees picking up their 3rd hit of the game as Reggie Jackson is at the plate. Jackson steps in, 1 on, 1 out, intentionally walked back in the first. Count 2-2. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field, but this one right to Willie Davis, and takes it for the second out. Beatles is eternally streaming today, says John DFW. You know what? Keeps me out of trouble, John. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So yeah, yep. 3rd game today. It was either going to be this or Pocket Pennant Run, and it's like I haven't done this game in so very long. All right. Welcome in, John. Chris Chambliss moves in to hit. Infield pop-up back in the first. Munson with a short lead. 0-1 pitch. Skied to right center. Sliding to his left is Davis, and he makes the catch. And after 3 complete, Los Angeles still out in front with a nice lead, 4-0. Holiday tomorrow like you. So, John, I work Tuesdays through Saturdays. And like Saturday, I'm off like at 4 o'clock. Tuesday through Friday, it's more like a 12:30 to 8:30 type thing. So yeah, Monday, I'm always off Mondays. I know for a lot of government workers and a lot of folks, tomorrow holiday because it's President's Day, which was originally Lincoln's birthday, and Washington's birthday was earlier in the month, and I guess they're combined. So yeah, I just felt like doing some baseball. Truth Hurts Wilkie, continuing. He says, I think they might do that because a lot of guys who play this are in draft leagues and this keeps them from cheating when they play their home games. Just my thought is it would be an easy fix. I think you're right. Yeah, it is great. I've worked a couple Mondays where I work now, and I can't stand it. It's terrible in there, man. It's toxic enough as it is. All right, here's Lou Johnson now. Guidry. Back up on the bump. Lou Johnson will lead it off here in the fourth. Bounced out back in the second. Ball one on Johnson. Guidry offers in on the hands and popped up to shallow left. Angling forward is White, and he has it for the out. So here we go. All right, one away here. And now the number 6 hitter, Jim Lefevre. One strike pitch. Lefevre puts a charge into the one way in right field, and he got that one. Back goes Jackson and makes the catch right against the wall. Reggie Jackson flashing the leather here for the Yankees. So quickly, 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning as Wes Parker is in the box. 2 outs, bases empty, and he walked and scored in the 3rd. Guidry, the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Guidry lets it go, hit hard on the ground over the bag at first. Chambliss can't get to it, and this ball just fair, rattling around the corner. Johnson chasing it down, and Parker's going to try for 3. Here comes the relay, close play, and he is in under the tag. Wes Parker with a triple, 2 outs. So here come the Dodgers again, trying to make some noise here in the top of the 4th, scoring 4 back in the 3rd. All right, here's Jeff Torborg now for the second time today. Went down on strikes last time. The 1-2 pitch. Guidry brings it home. Pop foul off to the right, and this one's going to make the stand. Now Wynn's pushing it back, and Chambliss has it. Look at Torborg. He can't believe it. So you're going to get some fun, weird, rare plays in this game, too, as you would expect in any good baseball sim. Clee baseball fan, Tim is also off tomorrow for the holidays. Lots of guys off tomorrow, and that's great. Philip Reynolds joining us. He was playing some Atlanta Braves baseball today, and he said Colorado, 4 wins, 5 losses after 5 games in his project. Awesome. And Tim says last government holiday until Memorial Day, which in my opinion is the first day that standings matter in Major League Baseball. Totally agree with you there, Tim. And so at FedEx, we don't get like all the holidays. So our last holiday was New Year's Day. So yeah, we don't have a holiday off until. But what's cool, I'll tell you what's cool about my job really quickly. So at FedEx, if a holiday falls on a Monday and you're normally off, what they do is they give you off the day after that. So that Tuesday, and you get paid for it. So another reason why I like working Tuesdays through Saturdays, FedEx is very cool about that. So yeah, so I'll have Memorial Day off because that's just my day off. But then I'll also get that Tuesday off as Memorial Day and get paid. So kind of cool about that. So I love like, so Labor Day, I'm a big fan. I don't know what day Memorial Day, if that's a Monday this year. I don't know, whatever day it falls on. But tomorrow, if we were closed for President's Day, I would also have Tuesday off. So damn it. But despite the fact that we're FedEx, we're a private or a publicly traded company, we're not the government. So for you guys that have off tomorrow, enjoy tonight, roll up lots of baseball, do whatever you do to have fun, enjoy some time with your families and, get ready, baby, because it is spring training. How about it? All right. Thanks for coming in, guys. Craig Nettles is going to lead it off here for the New York Yankees in the 4th. Doubled his last time up. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Drysdale. And this one hit out to right field, and Ron Fairley will bring it in. 1 away. All right, Roy White now in the box against Drysdale. So ready to go. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. White belts an off-speed pitch right down the left field line. Off and running is Johnson and takes it in on the run. So Lou Johnson out there in left field showing a little leather as well, telling Reggie I can do it. All right, here we go. Every Red Sox fan's favorite player, Bucky Dent. 1-2 pitch, chop left of the mound. Drysdale, who fields his position well, off the mound quickly, and he will throw out Bucky Dent at first. All right, so New York goes quietly in the 4th, and we go to the 5th. The Dodgers still lead 4-0. The line on the Dodgers, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the 65 Bums. And for the 1978 Bombers, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Just picking 2 from there's like 11 I forget how many volumes there are of all-time great teams, and just chose 2 teams at random and keeping it everything neutral. So that's what we're playing, just because I want to do some baseball. All right. We will have Drysdale, Wills, and Gilliam due up for Los Angeles here in the 5th inning. And without my babbling, this game would be at 20 minutes instead of 27. Don Drysdale starts it off here, 1-for-1 with a base hit. Guidry is back up on the rubber, and the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right of short, and Dent cannot get to it, and it rolls into center field for a single. So Drysdale has himself... Drysdale has 2 hits here, so we also got to see what's going on. All right, so we have some defensive substitution and a pitching change. So in at shortstop now for the New York Yankees is Fred Stanley, and pitching is Sparky Lyle. All right, back to it. And this is your tactics screen. I'll show you guys in another game how you manage in this game. You can also play this in 1-pitch mode, which is really kind of cool. You can look at defensive lineups. You can look at batting lineups and stuff like that. And I should have made that a little larger. I was hoping I did. Still not large enough. But there you go. All right. Back to the game. Sparky Lyle comes on to pitch here in the 5th. Mario Wills, the batter, drew a base on balls last time. New York's playing for the bunt. Drysdale gets his lead. The 2-0 pitch on the way from Sparky Lyle. Wills socks one to the gap and left. This one could be trouble. Trying to get there is Roy White, and he does get there. Great play. Takes it for the out. So Roy White bringing down that ball could have been trouble. Drysdale gets back to first. All right, here's Jim Gilliam in. 1 on, 1 out, and he had a triple last time. And here's the 2-0 pitch. This one in tight, and the ball rolls away from Thurman Munson, slipped, but got on the ball so quickly, Drysdale not able to advance. So good heads-up defensive play there by the great Thurman Munson. All right, the 3-1 on Gilliam. Lyle works home to him on the ground toward the bag of the second. Stanley comes across, up with it, and tosses to Randolph on to first. And the throw is in the dirt, dug out by Chambliss for the out. No, wait. Gilliam is safe. The ump is saying that Chambliss didn't have control. Oh, my goodness. And Chambliss looks like he's hopping mad out there. So Gilliam on in the fielder's choice. They almost turned 2, but 2 away now. And here's the number 3 hitter, Willie Davis. The 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is hit hard way back in left field, drifting, and so is White. And Roy White makes the catch. And the game says a long way away. As big as that left field is here, I would say about 5 hectares. All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Los Angeles scoring all of its runs in the 3rd, and that's been enough thus far. 4-0. All right, let's look here. So, Truth Hurts Wilkie is showing us on YouTube. This is the national pastime game from Skeetersoft, which Clinton Parks is a huge fan of. Gives you the option of computer rolls. You can roll the dice yourself. Hidden gem in your opinion. Clinton Parks and you should definitely talk. He is a huge fan of National Pastime. It looks like a cool game. It just doesn't have enough of the seasons that I would play in it. But comes with high praise both from you and from Clinton. And I've watched people play it. Good stuff. Oh, I know, John. You guys down there in the 20s. We're going to be, but where you are, that's terrible, right? The 20s. We've already beaten that cold day, but up here in PA, where we have a cold snap coming until the weekend. I'm so over this. I am so over winter, you guys. Philip Reynolds says Tuesday's a big day for him. He goes back to work for the first time since August. Congratulations, Philip. I hope it's all good for you and everything runs smoothly. So Philip been a busy man and doing lots of baseball and everything. Do subscribe to that channel, guys. Good stuff. Will Toole joining us here on the Diamond Mind. And he says, does Dumb have dead ball seasons in encyclopedia support? Oh, does Diamond Mind have dead ball seasons in encyclopedia support like Action in an almanac? Yes, it does. It has all that cool stuff. The only thing it doesn't do is career. You can't do this as career play. This is a single season type thing. You can mix and match teams. You could do a Ned McGreevy or Field of Dreams league in this if you wanted to. As far as Diamond Mind is such a cool company that I showed on the website last night. Will, you go on and I'll bring it up for you too. If you go on their forums, both the fans of Diamond Mine and the Diamond Mine forums themselves, there's a repository of all kinds of free stuff that you can download for this game. I've bought a lot for this game, but I've also downloaded a lot of cool free stuff. You can get every season from 1871 to 1926. They were done as homebrews, but Diamond Mine said these are so good, we're just going to leave them up here. And you guys, that is awesome. So yes, it does dead ball. Does all the way back to the National Association in 1871. And there is an almanac type thing to it. And it does keep stats, all that kind of stuff. So it's a very, very deep baseball game. It's I would say it's probably to the depth of Action PC baseball, certainly. Not quite, but then nothing out there is as deep as Out of the Park baseball. But it's in that area. So this isn't it doesn't look like there's a lot going on, but believe me, there's a lot going on under the hood in this one. There we go. We got some another. Here's Trav. How you doing, Trav? We're gonna put this up here. He says he loves Diamond Mine baseball. So do I. And so cool that people are in hanging out. Welcome to our little baseball family here, Trav. Even though the name of the channel is Beatles Eternally, this is actually our family in the channel. The Beatles are the reason I'm a musician, but there's no Beatles content on here. But welcome in, man. Thank you. So he's saying this is a different national pastime. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll have to check because the one that I think Clint was playing, or maybe it does. Maybe I'm thinking, you know what? I know what. I'm thinking of, I think it's Payoff Pitch that only goes back to like 1950 something. And that's still, 1950s, 1960s, 70s baseball is pretty cool. But, give me dead ball and, 1920s, 1930s, and I'm really happy. So I'll have to check that out. I didn't know Skeeter Soft went back. I'm thinking of the wrong game. Thank you. No, there's no career play in this game, which I'd said at the top of this broadcast. Well, this game was actually inspired Marcus Heinsohn to create Out of the Park baseball, and so he started coding out in 1997. He was played this game a lot. He said, but one of the things that he did not like about Diamond Mine baseball is you couldn't play career play in it as you can in like games like Out of the Park, which opened the door for things like Pure Sim, which has career play. Baseball Mogul has that kind of stuff now too. That's pretty common. This is strictly like Action PC baseball. This is you're playing out a season, whether you're replaying a season or you're mixing and matching teams or players from different eras. This thing is great. This thing does great. It's great for drafting. There's tons of leagues out there. This has a great community. It's really, really, it's thriving, and I'm hoping that Imagine Sports will be able to kind of kick up things a little bit and keep moving forward. So this is the next game that I'm going to be throwing money at. My goal is to try to get every season for Diamond Mine baseball. It's going to take a while to do it, but I do want to get every season starting from 1927 to I do want to get everything they have. I like the game that much. Okay, National Pastime 3. I was thinking of the wrong game. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, Out of the Park's Drive for the Pennant Critical Season. It is amazing, John. I've been experimenting with it. I still haven't put copied Mike's Parks in there yet to do that part of the beta testing, but it's really, really fun. Again, John, I know that you like to kind of play around with certain things as well. So that the Drive for the Pennant mode last year was a new feature in Out of the Park baseball, and was only available for the current season. And I know I was at least saying, maybe somebody heard me. Maybe Mike Silva was like, look, this guy Beatles, I know, he's saying, why don't we put this in, blah, 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 whatever. But now it is available for every season and any project you set up. But for that Drive for the Pennant, or the development tool, but the Drive for the Pennant is really cool because you get a chance. And I think it's really nice for players at any level of Out of the Park baseball. And hey, there he is, Ken Castro's favorite PC game. It's been a while. And you're welcome, Trav. So this works with season replays in the way that I think it's great for new people to Out of the Park Baseball, as well as seasoned players like you and me, John, in that you're playing as a GM, but you don't have to play as a GM if this makes any sense. But what will happen is you're playing games out, you're doing your roster things, but then something will pop up. It's a crucial game or a crucial game situation, and you are yanked down to be a field manager. And whatever the algorithm, it's really, really cool. However it does it, I don't think it's completely random, because it's not going to just throw you into a game where, you're leading 13-0 or what have you. And they're difficult situations, and you've got to try to manage your way out of it. And I love it. And when you use that in tandem with the player development tool, this what they call the infinite baseball playground, as mathematicians will tell you, there are infinities larger than infinity. So they've just gone beyond accountable infinity to what's known as an uncountable infinity. So I think you guys are going to love Out of the Park 26. It's also it runs so smooth. And again, I'm testing this on a PC with a GTX 1660 Ti, and also the other one with an RTX 4070 Super, and it runs beautifully on both. There's some nice little kind of in-game, like on the roster screens and stuff. There's really nice graphical enhancements that help navigate Out of the Park a lot easier. World Baseball Classic's being added. Some of the international leagues are coming back again in Out of the Park 26. None of this is a secret. You all can look on Steam and see this stuff. And for those of you who are subscribed or whatever to the newsletter, this also came to you in an email. So I'm really, really excited about Out of the Park 26. I love every year. The only one I was kind of meh about was Out of the Park 24. I thought that was sort of incremental, but this one's going to be good. If you don't want to pay the $50 for it, and actually you get a 10% discount if you pick it up March 14th on its release. Wait for it to go on sale, but it's worth the money, guys. Cousin Ken, you have been missed. I've been skipping all kinds of 19th century games in both that Decades League and other projects because you haven't been around, my friend, but I hope you're doing well. Truth Hurts. And Trav, I should tell you, since you are like kind of really new to this, is my thing is to talk baseball, so the game becomes a secondary thing. So if you hear me doing more gabbing and with the chat and highlighting things, it's because I just love the idea of talking baseball with everybody. Then when the chat slows down, I go back to the game. So here we go. Truth Hurts Wilkie said, Bill Staffa. Yeah, this guy. So there's a big name, along like Ron Bernier, right? So big name in the baseball gaming community. So Bill Staffa started National Pastime 3. I have never seen the Zach handbook for APA. I would like to see that. Ken Castro has it. Dwayne Martz says, tell me they added Out of the Park 26. You can see what the batters did in the game. So what I've noticed so far, Dwayne, is that it doesn't. It's not going to do it like like Action PC Baseball does it. No, I hate to disappoint you, but it looks like that they've done some tweaking on the play-by-play, and I'm seeing more of that, of what the hitter did last time up. So, but no, it's not doing what. In other words, you can say, yeah, like for instance, Yogi Berra, singled last time up. It doesn't do that. I wish it did. I'm hoping that sometime they will. John DFW says, I would like something like September to Remember, where you could start any season in history on September 1st with real rosters and standings that date. Tell you what, John, I'll put that in. I'll put that up on the beta test forums. Maybe that'd be something to work on for next year. I'd say that's a brilliant idea. I think a lot of people would love that, right? So you got your September call-ups, and you're making that drive. You want to drive your team and see, okay, can I do it? So I would so for me, John, one of the first things I would do, and again, even though I'm a dead ball guy mostly, I would take the 1992 Pirates, starting in September and seeing if we can go through. And I've replayed that particular game on here a couple years ago, and Francisco Cabrera never even made it into the game, and the Bucks, $92 to go on to the World Series. But I would love that game mode. But right now, with Drive for the Pennant, and in any season, any season that you do in Out of Park Baseball, you can pick Drive for the Pennant. Is awesome. And I can't show it to you guys. I'm still not allowed to show it to you guys, but it's so cool. Truth Hurts Wiki says you have a strong defense in Diamond Mine Baseball. It's really going to help your pitching staff, even when they're average. You need a strong shortstop, center fielder if you have a strong catcher with a very good rating. Yeah, so right, Tony La Russa talks about the importance of teams being strong up the middle, and that's very, very apparent. Diamond Mine does take that into account, and you look at these Dodgers right here. So we can see Maury Wills and Jim Lefevre both rated very good at short and second, respectively, and you got a good center fielder out there in Willie Davis. So absolutely, that's a great observation. Again, Truth Hurts Wilkie. He's a member of like 9 Diamond Mine leagues, man, which I think is super cool. Well, to us, can you get them to put labels in Out of Park during the action, like there's an action PCB? I wish I could get them to do things. I could certainly suggest it. You're not, again, I'm not a developer. I'm just a humble beta tester. At this point, with a month away from release, I don't see that happening, but I think that would be really, really cool. I know when I'm playing action PC baseball or doing an action PC baseball game on here, it's like any of us, you're not going to always remember the players. And I mean, even real-time baseball broadcasters have the advantage of seeing names on jerseys. So that has been something I've always wanted with Out of the Park Baseball, is just have little labels that move around them, just above the players' heads. I mean, certainly easy to, should be easy to do. We'll see. All right. So Trav says it's all good. He says he loves chatting, listening to baseball talk. Good. Good. All right. Let me see. Okay. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I'll put that up there. And also Will Tools suggestion. That's September to Remember. I mean, they got to love that, right? And Will, I think I think a lot of Out of the Park players like to see that. And Dwayne, again, I agree with you, because Digital Diamond does it, right? Digital, what the player did last time up and stuff like that. And, you can, just telling me that somebody is 1 for 1, I love that little bit in action PC baseball. This game tells you what somebody did last time up, right in the play-by-play. So does Baseball for Windows. For me, if Out of the Park has a glaring, it's not a fault, but if there's something I really wanted to see, the two things, the number one thing, Dwayne, would be from what Dwayne said. I want to know, did the guy ground out? Did he fly out? I'm not sitting here keeping score on paper. So yeah, definitely. And then Will, great idea. So I love this family, man. You guys just come up with great stuff. I wish we could develop a baseball game. Let me see. If you go to App of Baseball and go to the far right, which will say Fan Zone, and scroll down to Dice and Men is the Zach Handbook. If you had to buy it then, you'd pay at least $100. So it's there to look at. We'll check that out after. Will says, yeah, I think it'd be a quick quality of life upgrade to have player names out there during the action. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, you can make it part of those. Well, I can't use the term sprites. They're not sprites. Just an old gaming term there for what used to be called sprites. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right. So Fred Stanley, who came on to play shortstop, will stay in the game. So bottom of the 5th here for the 1978 New York Yankees find themselves trailing the 1965 LA Dodgers 4-0. Don't forget, guys, while there's 13 of you in here, tomorrow, Legend Sports Universe, opening day, season 4, I believe it is, of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. He is doing a quadruple header. And of course, he does, as you guys know, an MLB The Show. So if I do any baseball, it will be like maybe a game in between his or something. But probably I just want to just watch some baseball. And of course, MLB The Show is such a beautiful game. He's doing it on MLB The Show, has been doing it on MLB The Show 22. He rates every single player. If you go back on his channel and you check, he will talk about, a bit how it's set up quickly. Each franchise has a draft pool of 100, and then the teams are drafted. But every year there's a draft and brings more players in. So it's an incredible time. Legends does not use the announcers in MLB The Show. He calls the games himself. And guys, he sounds like a real broadcaster. So tune in. I know from what he said last time, the opening day game of the 4 tomorrow will be noon Eastern. So great way to spend President's Day is the Franchise Stars Baseball League, Legend Sports Universe. So type that into YouTube if you're not a subscriber, and subscribe. You are in for an absolute treat. All right. Back to it now. Here we go. Here is Drysdale Suspicious Salmon, and this one hit over Wills' head and into center for a base hit. So Fred Stanley aboard now, and we're back at the top of the order. And Mickey Rivers bounced out to second his last time up. Drysdale from the stretch, and the 1-1 pitch grounded to the right side. Parker up with it, throws to second for one. Back to Drysdale covering first, and double play. So score that one 3-6-1, 2 down, and the Yanks not being able to get any breaks here from these LA Dodgers. Here's Willie Randolph. Drysdale has the sign from Torborg. 1 strike delivery. This one off balance and a pop up to shallow left. Johnson waits for it to come down, and he takes it for the 3rd out. And LA comes up here in the top of the 6th, still leading 4-0. There's Clinton Parks. Clinton, I'm going to introduce you to Truth Hurts Wilkie. Truth Hurts Wilkie, this is Clinton Parks. You guys can go on and have a good talk here about National Pastime 3. So Clinton, Truth Hurts Wilkie is a huge fan of NP3. So have at it, gents. Have at it. All right. So Clinton always keeps us updates with his projects and games. He says Joe Benz helps his cause, going 2 for 3 with an RBI as the Chicago White Sox edge the St. Louis Browns 6-5. So we got some dead ball action going on there from Clinton Parks. So, yeah. There you go. And Clinton do it. There we go. Truth Hurts Wilkie, 1914, National Pastime 3. So he was talking about it earlier, Clinton, and I said, "Oh, Clinton Parks, big fan. You gotta talk to him." So here you go, guys. You guys should I don't know, exchange emails, chat here about the game, whatever. Have fun. All right. Yeah, it is. If Gilliam was average, it'd be one of the best. It is a heck of an infield there for these Dodgers. And this 1965 Dodger squad, not known for its power, but hell of a team, huh? And took on those Twins in 1965 and beat them in the World Series. All right, Ron Fairley leading it off here for the Dodgers, looking for any other defensive substitutions, and I don't see any. So here we go. All right, so nothing for 2 in the ball game for Ron Fairley. 2-1 offering from Sparky Lyle. Sharp ground ball, base hit in between Stanley and his shortstop in the bag at second. So Fairley aboard now. And here's the right-handed Lou Johnson. 1-2 pitch from Sparky Lyle. Hit high and deep out to left. But Roy White is going to be there when it comes down. So Roy White making a couple nice catches out there in left field for the Yankees. So 1 away. And here's Jim Lefevre. Full count. Lyle brings it home. That went hit high and deep to straightaway center. Rivers chasing back as far as he can go and makes the catch back against the wall. Great play there by Mickey Rivers. So the Yankees are doing some good things defensively here tonight, baseball fans. But you can see that big old bunch of zeros there. All right, here's Wes Parker now. He tripled off Ron Guidry last time up. Payoff pitch and fairly off to the races. High fly ball down the left field line. This one deep toward the corner. White is motoring. He's not going to get to this one. Extra bases. Ron Fairley makes the turn at third. And Parker with the double. Fairley going for home. White is not going to risk throwing. And Ron Fairley scores. And the Dodgers tack another one on here in the 6th and now lead 5-0. All right, here's Jeff Torborg now. Dodger catcher popped up last time. Pitch on the way. Torborg, deep fly ball to right, but tracking it down is Reggie Jackson for the out. But the Dodgers pick up another one. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The 1965 Dodgers lead the 1970 New York Yankees 5-0. All right. So Thurman Munson, Reggie Jackson, and Chris Chambliss, Chris Chambliss do up. Duh. So yeah, they're doing their thing now. They're Clinton and Truth Hurts Wilkie. These guys are off to the races. Cousin Ken, so have you started up Bats League again, or what's going on with you, bud? Miss you, man. I want to get back to some old-timey baseball, but when you're not around, Ken, see, I'm starting to get seduced here and playing. I mean, for me, this is modern baseball here, buddy. This is like last week baseball, playing 1960s and 1970s. Ken, what are you doing to me, man? Right? I ran into Hannes Wagner the other night, and he said, "Where's Castro?" All right, so Bats 2. Oh, that's right. You're doing Bats 2. So you're doing modern baseball too. Good God, what's happening? All right. Yep, no strikeouts for Don Drysdale right now. So, but pitching a 4-hitter, he'll take it either way he can get it. All right, here's Thurman Munson. Open in the bottom of the 6th. Base hit last time up. The wind up in the pitch. This one slowly hit to short. Willis getting a good jump on it and tosses on to Wes Parker. Score that one 6-3 for the out. Reggie Jackson steps in now. The 2-1 pitch. Drysdale brings it home. Driven deep to right in the gap. And this ball is going to have itself a visa, and it's going to need a stewardess. The Yankees finally get on the board. In the bottom of the 6th inning, it's 5-1. Reggie Jackson going yard. Let's see if we can get a we don't have a distance on that, but that's okay. Reggie's fine with that. All right, here's Chris Chambliss now. See how Drysdale recovers from that one. So he flew out last time up, and here is the pitch, and he punches an outside pitch to third. Gilliam with the throw over in time to retire Chris Chambliss for out number 2. Boop. All right, Craig Nettles batting the 6th spot. He was out in a fly ball last time up. Full count and soft ground ball to the right side. Lefevre coming in, has it and fires it very, very close. Nettles safe at first. So the Yankees making some noise here in the bottom of the 6th with one across. Dodgers still with a comfortable 5-1 lead. White steps in again. The 3-1 pitch on the way, and ball 4. This one missing a little low. Drysdale not arguing. White on first, and Nettles moves to second. So New York with 2 on, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Happy President's Day Eve, guys. Batting for Sparky Lyle is Lou Piniella. All right. Lyle's day is done. Came on a relief of Ron Guidry. 0-1 pitch on the way. Piniella pops it up. Center field shallow. Willis and Lefevre are both after. Davis coming hard. Still coming. And he is there and makes the grab. So Piniella strands a pair. We go to the 7th. And the Yankees do pick up a run. But the Dodgers leading this one 5-1. All right. So Bats 2 is your second season of Old Bats. Okay. I was going to say, man, I was getting a little scared because I've been doing this newfangled baseball. And if you were doing newfangled baseball, what in blazes is going on? What the hell's going on? All right. So Clinton's going to be ordering the 1969 play ball cards in 1986. He'll pay the money for the printed cards. And H-Field 7, he says, stepped out to watch a movie, came back in just in time to see Reggie blast one. Great timing. Big Reggie Jackson fan there. There you go. All right. Good stuff and a good crowd here for some Diamond Mine baseball. Looks like we have Raleigh Eastwick now on. So Sparky Lyle's day is done, as we know. And here's Don Drysdale. Don Drysdale with 2 hits in this game. So the Dodgers in 1965, 5-7-0 thus far, and the 1978 Yankees 1-6-0. All right, Eastwick ready to go. Drysdale will open the 7th here. Eastwick on the rubber. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one, a high hopper off the plate. Munson waits for it to come down. Snap throw, and Drysdale out by a long step. Score at 2-3. One away. Here's Mario Wills. 0-2 the count. Eastwick works home. Grounded to the right of Randolph. Tricky play, and Randolph cannot make it. And the speedy Mario Wills is safe at first. All right. 1 on, 1 out, and here's Jim Gilliam hit into a forced play last time at the plate. Right-hander stretches, and the pitch. Wills gets the signal to steal, but doesn't get a good jump, and a change-off running off the outside for ball 1. So Eastwick is going to be keeping a good eye on Wills over there. Wills being held by Chambliss. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Wills off with the pitch in there for a strike. Munson throws down to second. The throw is low, and it gets past Stanley, but backed up nicely by Randolph. So that gets by Randolph, and Mario Wills, he's going to warp speed to third. He would just do a King Kelly. It would look like King Kelly going from first to third and skipping second, right? Slide, Kelly, slide. You're running as a disgrace. Payoff pitch now to Jim Gilliam, grounder to the right side, and going right, Chambliss has it, hits Eastwick in stride, picking up the out as the base runner. Wills will advance to third. So 2 away now. And here's Willie Davis, long out to left field back in the 5th. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one in on the hands. The ball's looped into right field, and coming on, Reggie Jackson makes the catch. And LA strands one in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 65 Dodgers, 5, 78 Yankees, 1. So some good chat going on, some good chin wagging going on here at the ballpark, Yankee Stadium, 1978. All right, here's Fred Stanley. So we will have Stanley, Rivers, and Randolph. And of course, we could have done it over there, but I like showing that you have all this stuff here. So again, the game has nice little tracking going on. So in the game, what they're doing here, and the real stats, everything like that. So good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, down here you can look that John Drysdale walked 3 and scattered just 6 hits and just touched up for 1 run thus far. So Drysdale has not beamed anybody yet either. So that's always something. And here we go. By the way, you can use the keypad for this game. Boop, there we go. No mouse. Fred Stanley, right-hander hitter, moves in. 1-0 pitch on the way. Line shot out over second base. Center fielder Davis gets there in time to make the catch. So again, talking about this Dodgers team being very strong up the middle, and Willie Davis able to cover a lot of ground out there in center field. All right, Mickey Rivers into the batter's box, bats from the left-hand side. 1-2 pitch, little roller along the third baseline. Drysdale off the mound, bare hands, turns and throws to first. This will be a close play, and they nip Mickey Rivers. All right, so 2 down, and it brings up Willie Randolph. Randolph in the box, infield pop-up back in the 5th. The wind and the pitch. Randolph hit by the pitch. Drysdale does it. Kept that elbow right out there. So Drysdale, just as I say, he hasn't hit anybody, he does. Thank you, Mr. Drysdale. All right, Willie Randolph with excellent speed at first. 2 down for Thurman Munson. Nope, Gary Thomason will come in to pinch hit. So Thurman Munson is done. So the lefty Thomason in to face Don Drysdale. Here we go. Out of the stretch goes Drysdale. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Clotheslined into right center. Davis is on his horse, but he can't cut it off. And this is going to make it to the fence. Thomason is going to pull off the double. Willie Randolph around third. Davis, no way he's going to get Randolph. And the New York Yankees tack on another. Now 5-2, trying to make it a ball game. Dodgers still, though, with a 3-run cushion. All right, here's Reggie. Everybody's got their Reggie bars out. Solo home run his last time up. Thomason leads at second. Full count. Drysdale offers. And in there for called strike 3. Everybody putting away their Reggie bars. All right. Catching now for the New York Yankees is going to be Mike Heath. All right. Top of the 8th, and the Dodgers are going to send up. Going to have Fairley, Johnson, and Lefevre. Thomason was once a Giant, says Truth Hurts Wilkie. Stuff. Clinton says got women's softball in the tube right now, UCF and FSU. Good. Ron Fairley leading it off here. Singled off Sparkulow back in the 6th. Eastwick has the sign, and here's the 2-2 pitch. This one lined and right past Stanley at short, and this was a shot that just gets past Stanley, and Fairley is aboard. All right. Lou Johnson looking for his first hit of the game. Eastwick from the set, and 1-0 pitch, and stroking a line drive between third and short into left field for base hit. Fairley round second, and he will hold there. LA Dodgers now in double digits here. 1965 Dodgers with 10 hits. All right. 2 on, and nobody out for Jim Lefevre. Corners in, looking for the bunt, and here's the pitch to Lefevre. Sacrifices on, bunted foul off to the right. Eastwick sets. No balls, 1 strike on Lefevre. Eastwick's pitch. Lefevre looks to bunt down the third base line. Nettles picks it up. His only play will be to first, covering or to Randolph, and Lefevre is out. So Fairley moved up on the play. So runners at second and third, 1 away, and the Dodgers not content with the 5 runs they have, trying to add more here. So Parker doubled his last time up. Infield in to cut off the run. 2-1 pitch. Eastwick delivers. Belted to the right and deep. And this one is way out of here. It needed a passport. And the Dodgers have just blown it open on that big 3-1 shot by Wes Parker. Landing the 5th row of the second deck. How about that? So 3 for 3. Wow, how about it in this game? So Parker is 3 for 3 in the game, guys. He has a double, a triple, and a home run. Boy, I almost wish he would get back around, because I've only had a cycle one time on this channel, and that was Jimmy Fox. So I don't think it's going to happen. 8-2 Dodger lead. All right. Where's JT Dutch? Jeff Torborg in there. Big long fly out last time. Eastwick with a 3-1 pitch. Line drive, but caught by Stanley at short. Great job there by Fred Stanley. So 2 away. And here's Don Drysdale. Don Drysdale swinging the lumber a little bit today. Has a couple hits. Wind up in the pitch from Eastwick. This one well hit into the left center field gap. White and Rivers head after it. They're not going to get to it. Big hop over the wall. Can you believe it? Don Drysdale, 3 for 4, and with a double. So here we go. 12 hits, and the Yankees are just getting slapped around a little bit here. Sweet Lou Johnson hit a big home run in the 1965 World Series. That'd be a fun World Series to replay sometimes, because mainly, not only because everybody, those Dodgers teams, but the 1965 Twins. Yeah, those Twins were good, man. And nobody plays any Twins games around these parts, around the YouTube sports gaming community very often. So maybe we'll do something about that. All right, here's Maury Wills now. 2 down, and Los Angeles just raising pure hell here. All right, he has a couple of hits in the game already. Eastwick ready. Here's the 0-1 delivery and the pitch on the way. And Maury Wills pops it up in the air, and Stanley will call for it and make the catch. So the 1965 Dodgers here in the 8th pick up 3 more. It is 8-2. To say that the Yankees have their work cut out for them is at this point, I think we're just going to quick play it. And let us go to game is over. And yeah, there it is. So the Los Angeles Dodgers take this one from the Yankees. It was not a heartbreaker by any stretch of the imagination. The line for the 1965 Dodgers: 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. For the 1978 New York Yankees: 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. All right, so let's go ahead and let's look at our box score here. Good old-fashioned newspaper box score. And let me see here. Anything of note here? Of course, Don Drysdale just tearing it up today. And good ball game here. So the Dodgers stranded 6 in the game. The Yankees had stranded 9. LA turned 2 double plays. Don Drysdale, of course, gets the win, and Ron Guidry takes the loss. So in this game, Los Angeles, with 4 runs in the third, never looked back. This game was over in the 3rd inning. New York they came within 3 runs, but again, you guys just saw it here in the 8th inning. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to exit out of this bad boy. We're not going to save. We're going to save these stats. We're just going to exit. There we go. So now I do want to show you guys just quickly. We're not going to do a whole game, but I want to show you some of the managing options and stuff like this. So we're going to take the 1967 Cardinals, and I could switch, but I'm going to just stay in this volume of great teams. Let's play the 67 Cardinals and the 75 Red Sox. So going to Fenway. Let me see. I wish it had for the scoreboard here. I really, or for the box score. Got to change. Maybe Truth Hurts Wilkie knows how to do that. I'd love to increase the font size a little bit. Okay. So let's set up managers here. Did I forget? Who did I set as home? Jeez, Boston. Okay, so for Cardinals, I'll let it do the lineups. But here you can, a fast way to do this, you can go all human and then just switch whatever you want to the other side. So now I'm going to be managing the St. Louis Cardinals in 1967. Okay, and we are on our way to Fenway Park. There we are. So you can see here, this is you man, and these will fill in the more that you got. So right now we got Lou Brock, swing away. All right, so here we go. And you can use your keypad for this if you want. Full count pitch on the way from Luis Tiant, and ball 4. So Lou Brock aboard. And now things starting to open up here a little bit. You can choose to take pitch. Again, we can just go to pitch mode, what have you. I think Cousin Ken, he would be all about a hit and run at this point. But I think we're just going to try a straight steal here with Lou Brock. All right, so here's Curt Flood. Tiant works from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Brock is on the move. The pitch is a strike. Fisk throws. And Griffin waiting there with the ball, and they get Lou Brock. How about it? Oh, my goodness. Lou gunned down there. So, all right, Curt Flood back in the box. Basically, that's all I wanted to show you guys for this, is that you can also just manage in this game and stuff like that. If anybody's interested, down the line, I'd be certainly happy to do some how to play some Diamond Mine Baseball, especially if I can get my friend here, Truth Hurts Wilkie, on like with me again, as he is a pro at this game. He's definitely a pro. Do we not have dead ball? We haven't had dead ball for a while. So we haven't had dead ball for a while. Are you taking the mick on me? I know it's been bad, but you and Ken Castro haven't been around, and I've been seduced by the dark side of what is to me modern baseball. Yeah, it's terrible, man. Going soft is not good in baseball or in life. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, Beatles is gone slow. No, you're not going to see 2024 baseball. Oh my God. Anyhow, this is an exhibition game. Let's just exit out of this bad boy. Oh my goodness gracious. You're killing me. You're killing me over here, Smalls. All right. So Tim, let me see. We're going to go back and check out here. Except for the 2016 Twins Strat replay you did. Absolutely. A 67 Twins replay would be interesting. So yeah, the Twins need a little bit of love here. They really, really, really do. I mean, I see more White Sox. I know what's next to go. All right, bite me, both you guys, really. Guys, you're taking the piss here a little bit now, aren't you? All right. Anyhow, we could do another ball game. I'll let you guys choose the game. You guys can choose what game we'll use. We're going to do one more baseball game. We will do one more. It's early, and I'm naturally off on Mondays, and a lot of you are off tomorrow because of President's Day. So we can hang out. We can do whatever. We can have a chin wag, have a game running in the background. So whatever you want, pocket pennant run, digital diamond, action PC, out of the park, baseball mogul, meh. Anything except Dombrov baseball, because he just hasn't updated it yet to where I want to show it again. But there we go. Reds, Cincinnati Reds. Okay, but what game? The bench jockeys have arrived. I know. There is no peace at all. There is no peace at all with these guys in here, and I wouldn't have it any other way. All right, do we want to play fancy out of the park stuff? Do we want to play some action PC? Who are we playing? What are we playing? Let me know. We'll do a Cincinnati Reds game. That is cool. Why don't we set up a game between we'll pick a Reds team and let's pick a Twins team. And we can do that. How about we do that? Yeah. And we'll do it because I think it's going to be easiest to do. We can do pocket pennant run, or so action PC. Oh my God, we're getting all kinds of action PC. And how about some out of the park? Action PC 1935, the 1935 Reds. Wow. Washington Senators, the fathers of the Twins. Absolutely, the original Senators. So yeah. All right. I'm going to have to stop the screen share and turn it on if we're going to do a game with sound. Or we could do a game without sound. We could do pocket pennant run. How about some Camilo Pascual action? Let's just do pocket pennant run. Let's do pocket pennant run. I can't be arsed to put on my headphones right now. So, boink. Yeah. All right. Come here. Come on. Boy, this thing doesn't want to go down. Ha! Doesn't want to go down. See what I did there? All right. Anyhow, nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's what Sonny said. All right. See, look, I've cleaned up some of my icons, by the way. You guys, are you happy about that? You happy about that? I hope so. Because I know it drives some of you to distraction, but I can't think in an organized manner, and you guys know that. All right, little pocket pennant run baseball. So let's do a quick play, and we'll just give this a game ID of, we'll call it Ken. We'll just call it Ken. There we go. All right, and this is we're still not going back to dead ball, obviously. All right, so we're going to make the Twins the home team because they're the Twins, right? And they don't get a lot of love. All right, so how about, Philip, pick a year for your Cincinnati Reds, and we'll have them play the 65 Twins. Ken says, PJs all day. That's the way. Trav says your screen's worse than that. Good. Trav, you're a man after my own heart, brother. Okay, 1940 Reds, you got it. Right? Everybody has all their stuff in folders and this and that. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's sort of like, somebody comes in and cleans up your desk area or something and you can't find a damn thing. So I can't. All right, 1940 Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Reds. And where are you guys? There we are. There they are. Boop. Okay. And 1966 or 65 Twins. 65 Twins. What do we want? 65 or 66 Twins. I don't care. Guys, pick a team. Just because Minnesota needs some love here. So 1960s Twins. All right. So, yeah, 1940 Reds team. That's Bucky Walters, I believe. Bucky Walters on that team. Derringer on that team, I believe. So, 1941 Pirates. We're looking for a Twins team here. Looking for a Twins team, preferably in the 1960s. So I think somebody mentioned the 1966 Twins way back up here. Somewhere. Yeah, there hasn't been dead ball. There has not been dead ball in this channel in a while. All right, 1965 Twins. I saw John DFW mention that. So 1965, we're on our way. All right. Good year for the Beatles. Well, the entire 60s were. All right, Minnesota Twins. Here we go. And let's add teams. Do I want pitchers to hit? Yeah, this is real baseball. All right, who's going to start for the Cincinnati Reds? Looking here, boy, we got some nice choices here. Philip, how about a starter here for your Cincinnati Reds? So I know you might have trouble seeing this, but you want to bring them up. If you know this team. So I mean, who do you like here? Derringer's got some great ratings here. I think Paul Derringer probably should start, but this is tough. Yeah, so Vandermeer only a fatigue of 5 by 1940. Of course, Johnny Vandermeer made baseball history throwing those consecutive no-hitters in 1938, and a lot of people kind of tried to discredit Vandermeer back in the day, saying, well, one of the games was a night game and blah, blah, blah. The Negro Leagues are already playing night baseball. So legit no-hitters, baby. Tessier Ashpool. Okay, so I have to give him a wrench. So let me just go to YouTube. Let's get his wrench here. Because that is the price of whatever coming into my goofy channel. So let me see. Am I live? Am I live? I think I'm live. All right, let's get you that. Where'd you go? There you are. There you are. And you are now a moderator on this channel. Yay. All right. Bucky Walters. All right, I see. He says pitchers. Tessier Ashpool says pitchers who hit. I didn't think that happened before. Dontrell Willis. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, bud. You are welcome. All right. So it looks like Bucky Walters is going to get the call to start for the 1940 Cincinnati Reds. We're going to leave his fatigue at 7. Might as well. I'm so tempted to bump. You know what? I'm bumping it to 8. Bumping it to 8 because we're talking 1940. These guys weren't sissies. All right. And starting for the Minnesota Twins. Oh, boy. Well, the obvious choice here is Mudcat Grant. And I'm going to give him a little bump to 8 just because we're having fun. All right. Here we go. So looking at the lineup here for the 1940 Cincinnati Reds, leading off at third base, Billy Werber. Batting second in center field, Mike McCormick. Batting third, oh my God, can I get? Yeah, okay, there we go. In right field, Maury Amovich. Is that Amovich? Yeah, Amovich. Maury Amovich. He sounds like a bookie. All right, batting in the cleanup spot at first base is Frank McCormick, and here we go. The Schnoz, Ernie Lombardi catching and batting fifth. Eval Goodman in left field will be batting sixth. Lonnie Fry at second base bats seventh. Billy Myers at short will bat eighth, and Bucky Walters takes the bump, and he is batting ninth. For the 1965 Minnesota Twins, leading off at shortstop, Zoilo Versalles, batting second, and correct me if I've got the pronunciation wrong, Clinton, I know you will. Batting second in right field, Tony Oliva. Batting third and catching, Earl Batty. In the cleanup spot in left field, Don Mincher. Batting fifth at first base, Bob Allison. Batting sixth and patrolling center field is Jimmy Hall. Rich Rollins, the third baseman, and Jerry Kendall and Mudcat Grant rounding it all out. And let's play this game that never happened. Playing this by the advanced rules. And we'll make sure our score sheet's looking good. Drag that over here, and there it is. Again, sorry guys, I know I said I was going to do full count baseball, but the screen is like tiny, 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 and it's not finding the teams or anything. So hoping for that when the next update comes, can figure out what's going on with that because it comes with everything. All right, here we go. So Billy Werber leads it off. Sam Meal managing the Minnesota Twins, and former Bucco Bill McKechnie, who has a field named after him, managing the 1940 Reds. Here we go. Haven't I been looking at the chat? Oh, well, forgot Pasquale. Sorry, wrong. We'll try to make it go quickly. Okay, Mealy. Okay, Sam Mealy. Thank you. All right, Sam Mealy. All right, Mudcat Grant is ready to deal here too. Billy Werber, and this one is going to be off the control dice, and it's a leadoff walk. Billy Werber will draw the free pass, and he ambles down to first. Billy Werber has some speed, and coming in here now is Mike McCormick. So let me see here. What do we want to do here? So Bill McKechnie says no to the stolen base. All right. Mudcat Grant peers in, has the sign, and it's a pitch. And this one hit toward Zoilo Versales. I can never say his name. Out to short. There's a little range play, and this is going to be grounding into a 6-4-3 double play for Mike McCormick. How about that? So the pitcher's best friend, Mike McCormick, tries to beat the throw, but the ump calls him out. So 2 down very quickly. And here is our bookie, Maury Arovich, the right fielder for the Cincinnati Reds. Mudcat Grant deals, and this is a range play hit out to right field. Tony Oliva has to play it on the bounce, and this is going to be a base hit. So the Reds now with another runner on, 2 down here. First inning, we were in Metropolitan Stadium. Brings up Frank McCormick now. I got to keep looking at the chat. It's hopping all over the place. Just looking at that game screen would be a no for you. You mean this? You mean pocket pennant run? I don't know. I like it. I think it's a super cool game, if that's what you're talking about. But if you mean like tiny, the way full count baseball works, if you guys want to see, I'll show you how small it is. It's too bad. So Phillips got this, got pocket pennant run on the television. So Craig Harris, if you happen to be sneaking around in here, your game is on the TV screen too. All right, here we go. Mudcat Grant deals to McCormick, and this one chopped toward third. And Rich Rollins is up with it, and he is going to make the play to retire the side. So ground ball 5-3. And so the Reds do nothing. The 1940 Reds nothing. The 1965 Minnesota Twins coming to bat. Of course, you guys know you can reposition fielders in this game and stuff like that, but pretty strong outfield here for Cincinnati, so not really any need to do that. Infield, stronger on the right-hand side. I don't want to kind of give up too much there with a C defense moving him over, so I'm going to kind of just leave things untouched. All right, Zoilo Versales deal to lead things off here for the Twins. Bucky Walters is ready to deal, and here is the wind and the pitch, and this is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1 down here, bottom of the first. And standing in now, that was Tony Oliva during the regular season in 1965. 16 home runs for him. Here we go. The wind and the pitch. And this one is going to be a lefty-righty 7. So, and we have a righty versus lefty, so no change on that. And this is going to be a ground ball to short. So score that one 6-3 if you're scoring at home. All right, here's Earl Batty now. Batty, a .297 hitter in 1965. Had 6 home runs. Here is the wind and the pitch from Bucky Walters, and this is going to be a batter 5, and this is going to be a fly ball to center, and that will be the end of the inning. So moving right along here, a little bit of Sunday night baseball here. The Beatles Eternally Asylum. Oh, you guys, you're all madmen, all of you. Sports Time Machine is in here. So Mike, Yeah, I guess Truth Hurts Wilkie, not so. I'm telling you what, Truth Hurts Wilkie, you might not want to dismiss this so quickly. So this is, I'm going to take a minute here because I got to try to pimp this game any way I can, even though I have nothing to do with its development. So this game, this is actually a piece of software. This is called the Pocket Pennant Run Manager. So Pocket Pennant Run is a cards and dice game, as you can see, and it actually is. You can buy the physical game for $24.95. You can buy the print and play game for $14.99, $24.99. It literally fits in the palm of your hand. However, you also get access to the Pocket Pennant Run software, and the game is only a part of it. So this allows you to play Pocket Pennant Run. I could actually roll dice, physical dice, and then just input the result. I can roll the dice here. I can also use this as a board game companion. APBA, Strat, History Maker Baseball, anything like that. This is database-wise dwarfs every other game out there. I think the closest one to this might be Out of the Park Baseball, but this one is massive database. It also, of course, creates nice score sheets. If you just want to do score sheets in this game and roll up dice, you can. You can also see here that it's, come on, damn it, that it's tracking everything as we go along. You can do full season replays in this thing. You can do draft leagues. You can create your own teams. It's got Japanese leagues in it. This is really amazing. An amazing piece of software. It also is kind of there's a sort of stripped down baseball reference / stat heads stat searching capability in this thing, both for actual seasons, also for the season or project, or seasons right now that you're playing, that you can do that. Everything is up here. There's no need to mess with any charts, anything like that. Is it pretty? No. In terms of, it's not Out of the Park Baseball. It's not Action PC, but this is a good up and coming ball game. So, yes, you can definitely do History Maker Baseball. In fact, people should definitely play what they like. Exactly. Definitely can I agree. Yeah, in fact, so FAC Sports Desk with Paul, he's the software tester for this, did a game of History Maker Baseball, and it played really, really, really well. There's going to be another update coming at some point with maybe 1 to 3 weeks. I haven't seen if anything's dropped tonight. I doubt it. But you don't have to type in any syntax for this, which is really nice, and it will work with pretty much any baseball game that you have. So it's good for cards and dice. For me, I like cards and dice baseball, but two things. I don't have a lot of room, so I don't have a footprint, and I got 2 cats. So that would be even more of a fiasco than the stuff I usually do here. So yeah, it looks like this little toy game, but this is a little serious piece of software here with a lot going for it. We're playing advanced rules with it. So, but you're used to Diamond Mine, doesn't bother you. Yeah. So Sean says it looks better than Diamond Mine Baseball. He says his guess isn't saying that much. Again, yep, you play what you like. I don't care about graphics. I mean, certainly Out of the Park Baseball is for me, the most beautiful baseball text sim out there. Action PC, of course, you can use real ballpark photos and stuff like that, and it's a nice looking game with its baseball cards and stuff like that. Each game has its strengths, but this doesn't make a peep. There's the only animation, it's not even that, is that little line when there's a ball in play or what have you. But I don't care, as long as it plays some fun baseball. I dig it, and this game does resonate with me. You don't have anything to lose. Even if you buy just the PDF print and play, these guys are practically giving this away. This is free with either type of purchase. So if you buy the physical game, though, the cards that come with it, superb card stock. Superb. I've said before, I was a professional sleight of hand magician for a number of years, and I would use their card stock in professional Magic performance, that's how good the card stock is for Pocket Pennant Run with the cards. They're just, oh my God, they're just incredible. Okay, back to the game. Here's Ernie Lombardi, he of the famous snooze, right? You Reds fans, if you know your history, you know about Lombardi. All right, Lombardi hit a healthy 319 in 1940 for the Redlegs with 14 home runs. And Mudcat Grant ready to go. Here is the pitch. Hit out toward right field. Tony Oliva angles under it, and he will make the play. All right, so one away. And here comes Eval Goodman. Goodman, a 258 hitter for the Reds in 1940. 12 home runs for him. And Mudcat Grant deals. And this one hit towards second. And we know that because it is not. Wait a minute. Yes, it is. It is a 10, and this is a 3. So this is going to be a 4-3 put out. So 2 up, 2 down. We've got us a tight little ball game going here. Early goings. 2 away, and that brings up Lonnie Fry. Fry, 266 hitter, 8 home runs for Fry. Mudcat Grant lets it go, and this one is going to be a control, and Lonnie Fry is going to draw the walk. So runner on first, batter up. Let's see if McKechnie wants to try a steal with 2 down, and he says, no, we're not stealing. All right, here's Billy Myers. Billy Myers, just a 202 hitter in 1940, 5 home runs for him. Bucky Walters on deck, 2 down, no score, top of the second. And this one swung on, and this will be a batter 10. A batter 10. Okay. So batter 10, there we go. And this is going to be a single. So Billy Myers comes through with a base hit, 2 on, 2 down for the Reds, and that brings up Bucky Walters. McKechnie hoping that his pitcher can put one little safety hit here. And here is the pitch from Grant, and this is going to be a batter 8, and this is just going to be a fly ball to center, and that will end the inning. So the Reds try to mount a small threat, but they do not capitalize. We go to the bottom of the second. The 1940 Reds and the 1965 Twins are scoreless. So Don Mincher will lead things off here, batting in the number 4 slot. Bob Allison waits on deck. Don Mincher, left fielder for these 1965 Twins, a 251 average, and he had 22 dingers in 1965. And here is the pitch from Bucky Walters. And this is going to be a drop K. So a drop K. And let's do our drop K. And there we go. So 1 away. I got confused by the board game companion for a second. Here's Bob Allison. 23 home runs for him, a 233 average. And here is the pitch from Bucky Walters. And this one is going to be a 7 on the control die. And Bob Allison will draw the walk. So runner aboard, Allison with decent speed. So for those of you that don't know, things are color-coded here according to speed and defense. So A is like, excellent, right? That's like an A defense. Then B, this is like a B runner, B defense. Yellow is C, and red is D. So let's see. What does Sam Mealy want to do here? Is he want to steal? He wants to try to steal. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Boy, he's going to try to steal against Ernie Lombardi. I'm not going to override him. Let's try it. And he is off to the races, and Bob Allison is gunned down. So Sam, maybe next time. All right, here we go. Jimmy Hall in the box. Jimmy Hall, 285 hitter, 20 home runs. So there's some power on this 65 Twin squad. Not necessarily hitting for a lot for average, but they could pop it over the fence. And here is the delivery from Bucky Walters. And this is going to be swing and a miss. Jimmy Hall strikes out. And that retires the side. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. The Twins and Reds are scoreless. Back at the top of the order now for Billy Werber. His last time up, he walked. So the game will keep track of what's going on here for you. Mudcat Grant has worked 2, has given up 2 hits, and has walked 2. Here is the wind and the pitch, and this is going to be a lefty-righty 11. So we go to 11, and because of the rules of the game, the pitcher, we have to knock this down one. So instead of this being a power check, and just to let you guys know, this, instead of a double, this is going to end up just being a single. So Billy Werber gets the bat on the ball and punches it out to center for a base hit. All right. Next up now is Mike McCormick. We always want to check with Bill McKechnie. McKechnie being conservative, not calling for any steal here, and he definitely has some speed here in the Reds. Are there Negro Leagues available? Absolutely. Yes. How old is this game? So Pocket Pennant Run. Pocket Pennant Run. I think this game, the first version of this, I believe, was only about a year or 2 years ago, if that. This version now, this came out in 2024, version 3, and this particular version of the software is just last month. So it's a very, very new game. And again, if you want to get an idea of the size of the packaging, grab 2 poker-sized decks of cards. Sure you got them around. I know you're not magicians like me. There's a billion of them. Find 2 poker-sized decks of cards, or just 2 poker-sized cards. Put them perpendicular to the palm. That is the size of the box. It literally fits in the palm of your hand. But it's a baseball game with a crap ton of content. So yes. And again, Philip, you can play this cards and dice and just use this as a companion. You can play this as its own cards and dice game. I like the fact that, there's more options now for the cards and dice players for board game companions. So, and Digital Diamond, of course, adding in as a discrete game engine now in version 13 in March, Status Pro Baseball. So going to be looking for Dwayne Martz to be doing some stuff there on that. And I will too. You're probably doing a lot more Digital Diamond with Status Pro in there now that I can, play a game that from back in my college days. So yeah, I'll try to field as many questions as I can. But yeah. Trav says he's playing the 88 Jays and Yankees in his Diamond Mind replay. Cool. All right. Truth or Swookie says he's watching a 75-inch TV and it looks like a bunch of little guys in helmets like Pac-Man Fever. That's funny. Oh my God. Here we go. All right. Who do we got here? Mike McCormick. Here is the pitch. And this one hit toward Jerry Kendall at second. It's going to be a range play in Kendall. And Kendall is going to make the play. So ground ball, but the runner is going to advance on this one. So ground ball 4-3, but we got to hit the one with the asterisk. All right. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. And that brings up Maury Arnovich. So Maury last time singled. So the Reds trying to get something going. They have at least 3 in the hits column. Here is the pitch. And this one bounced back to the pitcher. And this is going to be a ground ball, a 1-3 ground out, but the runner is going to advance. All right. So 2 away. Runner at third for the Reds, threatening here. And stepping into the box now, Frank McCormick. He grounded out to third last time up. From the stretch, Mudcat Grant deals. This one hit to first. Bob Allison on the range play. Bob Allison bobbles the ball. So a run will score for the Cincinnati Reds. Score that one, E3. And there we go. And it's 1-0, 1940, Cincinnati Reds leading on that gift there from Bob Allison. So McCormick on at first. He's not going anywhere. He's a D runner. Brings up Ernie Lombardi now. Last time flew out to right. Mudcat Grant has the sign. Here is the delivery. This one, a bounding ball back to Grant. And this one should end the inning. And indeed it does. We're going to score this one 1-3. And that will be it. Oops, forgot to do this. There we go. Always best to kind of do that thing. All right, so the Reds pick up a run. We go to the bottom of the third. Your score is 1-0. Rich Rollins leading off here for the Minnesota Twins. 5 home runs, a .249 average in 1965. Bucky Walters ready to deal. And here's the pitch. This is going to be a control, and this is a strikeout. So Rich Rollins swing and a miss, and he will go grab some pine. One away for Jerry Kindle. Kindle in 342 at bats, so some limited action for the 65 Twins. Hit 6 home runs, an average of 196. Bucky Walters ready to deal, and this one is going to be a control 11, and this one is going to be a walk. How about that? So I got a few walks in this game. So my little house rule is wild pitch means nothing when nobody's on. So a little slash, and it is a walk, which I think is the official rules anyhow. All right, here's Mudcat Grant now making his first plate appearance. Mudcat Grant in 1965. He would eventually be a Pirate. Yay for him. He struck out 27 times. I guess that's something to write home about. And his average just 155. So let's see what Sam wants to do here. And he's going to try to bunt the runner over. So let's go to bunt. All right, here we go. Here's our bunt chart. And we're going to roll the dice for the red die. And boom. And it's a 1. And Mudcat Grant strikes out. Fails to move the runner up. All right. So 2 away. And go back to the top of the order, Zoilo Rosales, who struck out last time up. 2 away. Twins trying to answer here in the bottom of the 3rd. And here is the pitch, and swing and a miss. So hang up another strikeout for Bucky Walters. All right. We head to the top of inning number 4 and the 1940 Cincinnati Reds, being managed by Philip Reynolds, leading the 1965 Minnesota Twins 1-0. All right, Eval Goodman grounded to second. He will lead things off here for the Reds in the 4th. Mudcat Grant brings it home, and this one sent out to left field, and this one could be a little bit of trouble. This is a park check. We're in a hitter park 5, so we go, and this is going to be a double. So leadoff double for Eval Goodman. There we go. All right, batter up. Pretty sure McKechnie's not going to want the steal here. Nope. Neither would I. All right. Here's Lonnie Fry. Drew a walk last time off of Mudcat Grant. Here is the pitch. This one hit toward Bob Allison at first. And this is going to be a ground ball. Allison's going to take it to the bag himself. And there we go. So let's do a ground ball unassisted. No, we're not going to do 3 unassisted. We are going to do ground ball 3-1, and the runner is going to advance to 3rd. So just 90 feet away there is Eval Goodman. We're not going to have him try to steal home. All right, here's Billy Meyer, singled his last time up. So Reds threatening to tack on another one here in the 4th inning. Mudcat Grant from the stretch, and this one smacked out into left field. And this is going to be a batter 11, and this is going to be a base hit RBI for Billy Myers. So here come the Cincinnati Reds of 1940. They now lead 2-0. All right, here's Bucky Walters, flew out to center last time. Pitcher to pitcher, Mudcat Grant deals, and this is a lefty-righty 5, and it's a righty-righty. So this is going to be a ground ball and grounds into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. So, where are you? There you are. 4-6-3 double play. All right, but the Cincinnati Reds pick up another run. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Reds lead the Twins 2-0. 24 people watching. This is pocket pennant run baseball. Yeah, it looks like Atari baseball, but again, looks aren't everything, man. What is that old song Peter, Paul, and Mary did? It says, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, don't make a pretty woman your wife. So there you go, huh? Peter, Paul, and Mary. I don't know who wrote that song, but that's a funny song. I love it. In fact, who was it? Was it Was it Paul that just died? Anyhow, yeah, I think the only one left now is Peter. So Mary had died some years ago. So, but anyhow, yeah, it does. It has that sort of Atari sort of vibe to it. Apparently, player pictures are going to be coming to this and stuff like that. But I think for those of you who've never seen this before, if you want to check out some of my past videos to see exactly what this software is capable of, it's pretty amazing. And I'd love to have somebody roll up a game and then tell me the result and just show you how the board game companion works, so we can just fake some rules. Really nice stuff. You can play this game basic or advanced. I'm playing advanced. You can reposition fielders. Pretty good stuff. This thing's written in Python too, so you can't get terribly fancy in terms with graphics with Python and stuff like that, at least for this. But plays a nice little game of baseball, and it's a way for me to kind of get back into that. I'm not rolling the dice. I realize that. But at least, for now, that's what I have to do, and I like it. All right, here's Tony Oliva, grounded out his last time up, and Earl Batty waits on deck. So here's the pitch, and this one is going to be a batter 7, and this is going to be a single. So Tony Oliva gets the first hit of the game for the Minnesota Twins, and the no-hitter is broken up. All right, Oliva on board. Let's see if Mealy wants to try a little steal in action here. Oops, I got to ask him first. So there's no AI per se in this game. The other thing that's really nice about this game is its transparency. They will tell you how players are rated. You can go in and edit any damn thing that you want. So there is a cards and dice version of this, Philip. That's what I'm trying to say. So there is. So you can buy it. Some night I'll have to fire up the webcam here so you can see what it looks like. There is a cards and dice version. In fact, we'll take a little break in the action here, and we're going to go to their website because people seem to be interested. So I want to show you. Again, guys, I am not part of the Pocket Pennant Run team in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to crank this up a little bit. There you can see there are the dice. You're just basic 3D 10s. This is the size of the game. It literally, this is like 2 poker-sized deck of cards next to each other. That's all. That's the size of this game. I don't know if you can really see the cards. Very colorful, excellent card stock. So the physical game, which is $24.99. Comes with 3D12s. You get 4 double-sided jumbo chart cards, modern era on one side, dead ball on the other. 6 double-sided jumbo roster cards featuring 12 teams to make up the Great American Teams roster card set. 1 double-sided jumbo fictional franchise generator card. A double-sided jumbo quick reference card. Manager's handbook, which, full disclosure, it's not a handbook. It's a 2 or 3 page PDF. License to download the PPR Manager software, which is what you guys are seeing. So what does the software include? This database is massive. 316,000 players, 222,000 game schedules, and 196,000 games with as-played lineups. You've got a pre-filled score sheet generator you guys have seen, roster card, Excel sheet generator, custom team and lineup creator, a game simulator both for dead ball and modern, an Excel stat exporter, historical replays, a pre-filled score sheet with as-played lineups, AI coach, again, AI being a buzzword, so that little question mark I've been hitting up there, in-depth fictional franchise generator, individual player card generator. What's included? What leagues? This is why I've said this is bigger than any other baseball game out there, which is kind of funny, all things considered. So Major League Baseball from 1871, so from the National Association to now, the 2024 season was just added in January, so all caught up. Negro Leagues, 1920 to 1948. Nippon Baseball, 1950 to now. Korean Baseball Organization, KBO, 2001 to now. AAA minor leagues, 2000 to now. College World Series teams, just 2021. NCAA teams 2022, and the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, so covering that whole league there. Show you a couple other things before we get back to the game, all right? Just to give you guys a sense of what's going on here. Again, what do you got to lose? So this is the packaging. The box design actually looks like this, so it has that really cool retro look to it. There's a little clearer picture. So if you can imagine, just the size of 3D12s, this is the game, and there are the cards. You can. I like to support these guys, so I did buy these mats because I do want to play some. We'll be playing some cards and dice with this thing. So you get these nice neoprene mats, one for modern era, one for what they call the dead ball era. So these are really, really, really nice. All your rare plays here, any chart lookups that you have to do, which the Pocket Pennant Run software, if you're playing it there, takes care of it, but it's all here. And all you have to do is move player cards around or use the software, and you don't even have to use player cards. Just roll the dice, select the result. So that's Pocket Pennant Run. And then, of course, once you have, you can go to software and click on that and get the software. The software is actually free. Free updates forever. There you go. You said you'd buy all that stuff if you were American or rich. Well, anyhow, good stuff. So, guys, Felipe Lima de Melo is my friend. Our friend, and it is so, so good to see him. I was catching him. He was playing some football, real football, on his channel a little while ago. He was playing Nottingham Forest. I forget the other team he was playing right now. So do subscribe to that channel. Our good friend from Brazil, and his English coming along great, reads it wonderfully. But always such a treat to have Felipe in here, man. Thank you for coming in. Click shop base game. You can see the cards. So already jumped out of it, but yeah, there you go. So available from the Game Crafter, and it's definitely worth it. So welcome in. He says MPB looks interesting. Says Felipe Lima de Melo. We haven't seen him in here in such a long time. Stopped in his broadcast earlier. Was broadcasting live. Check him out. He does a lot of broadcasts on Sunday nights, guys. And if you're fans of, well, we'll use the term soccer, tune in. He has a great channel. It's a lot of fun. Truth Horse Wokey says, remember the good old days when you ordered Apple cards and they would come in a nice sturdy box. So the nice thing, so Philip says the only thing he's missing is a new computer. Well, that'll come, my brother. That'll come. That will come. Nice thing about this is this will run on a potato. All right. Was he going to steal? We didn't even check, did we? No, he's not going to steal. Okay. So Sam Mealy not wanting to steal here, down 2 runs. Here's Earl Batty, flew out to center his last time up. And here's the pitch from Bucky Walters. And this is going to be a left-right. So we got a righty-righty here. So this is going to be in favor of the pitcher. And this is going to be a left-right 10. But it's still going to be the same play nonetheless. So single runners advance 2 bases. So Earl Batty coming through big time here. Here come the Twins now with runners at the corners. Speed at third for Don Mincher, who struck out his last time up. So Mincher batting in the 4th slot here. Swing of the bat. And the Twins could take the lead for the first time in this game. Bucky Walters had a no-hitter in the opening innings of this game, but the Twins have spoiled that here in the bottom of the 4th. And here is the pitch to Don Mincher. And this one is hit out to right field. And this is going to be a fly ball. And it looks like Mincher's going to have himself a sac fly RBI. So this is an F9 tag. And a run scores. And the Twins cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1. All right. So Felipe, in case you're wondering, this is Pocket Pennant Run baseball. This is the Pocket Pennant Run software. All right, so no speed on at first. Here's Bob Allison, drew a walk last time. Bucky Walters still looking okay out there. Got to keep an eye on him because in this you warm up pitchers, which is really fun. I've chosen to warm up pitches. All right, this one hit out to right field, and Maury Arnovich circling under, and he will make the play. So this is a fly ball and a tag. By the way, guys, these are the most common outs in baseball, but if you go here, then you have even more. So if you have triple plays, you have weird plays. So like for this fly ball tag plus, I could create I could do that out here if I wanted to, just by doing fly ball tag plus, and then that was a fly to right and do that. That's the way you used to have to do it. But it does. It's really, really good for bizarre plays because you can't do a triple play. I mean, how rare are they? But you'll see weird double plays that aren't covered in the regular thing, and you just switch over in the regular outs. All right, here's Jimmy Hall, struck out last time. So 2 down. The Twins have a run in, and here is the pitch, and this is going to be a control 10, and Bucky Walters is going to walk Jimmy Hall. So 2-1. And the Twins still in business here as Rich Rollins steps to the plate now. Rich Rollins with a strikeout last time. And here is the pitch from Bucky Walters. And this is going to be a batter 2. And we're just going to call this a ground ball 6-3. No need for the double play. And that retires the side. So we'll do a 6-3. Boom. But the Minnesota Twins of 1965 picking up a run. It's 6-5 in favor of the 1940 Reds as we head to the top of the 5th inning. And good friend Felipe says, so we have Philip and Felipe. So we have 2 Phillips in here. It's a pleasure to watch you, fella. He says the discussion is amazing to learn baseball and English. Always great to have you, bud. It is always great to have you, my friend. And I'm not going to insult you by speaking Spanish. You're Portuguese speaker, right? I don't know any Portuguese except obrigado. So I say obrigado. How's that, my friend? All right. Don't have your own computer currently and wouldn't want to use your wife's computer. I'll tell you what, Philip, depending upon what you want to play, I just put up a new PC, gaming PC for a great price, but prices are really good on PCs right now. So, but if you just want to play something like out of the park baseball or action PC. You don't need anything terribly powerful. But if you want to play something like No Man's Sky, then you do need something a little bit more oomphier. All right, Billy Werber, we're back at the top of the order. Billy 1 for 2. He has walked and singled in this game. All right, Mudcat Grant thus far in 4 innings of work has given up 5 runs, touched up for 2 runs. And he has walked 2. Here is the pitch. And this one is going to be a control 6. And that's going to be a drop K. And Billy Werber is thrown out. All right. So 1 down. And coming to bat now is Mike McCormick. He is grounded out to second twice in this game. Here is the pitch. And this is going to be a batter 1 and a grounder to short. Score that one 6-3 at home. And again, just to show you the coolness of the software, let's bring up the score sheet that keeps wanting to pop up on my other screen, driving me nuts. So you guys can see here in real time, this is tracking everything. Really, really nice. So really nice integration. This also integrates with GreenFox software, which is another great way to play baseball is GreenFox. So you can play GreenFox as a baseball game. You can also use it as a board game companion, and it runs in Microsoft Excel. You have to use Excel, though, for GreenFox. It won't work with OpenOffice. All right. So no Chromebook if you need Windows. You're screwed. Yeah, no, don't. Yeah, but that's the thing, Philip. Mike's right. If you get a Chromebook, you're not going to like this. Won't run in a Chromebook. So if you're that kind of around there, I'm telling you what, man, you could pick up a nice, just a nice Windows PC for about $100 more. I would say get yourself a Windows PC because you're going to find, Philip, honestly, a Chromebook is kind of good for watching YouTube videos and not a lot else. You want to play some games, you want to play something like this, you want to play action PC baseball, you're definitely, if you want to play Strat PC, PC Replay, any sort of digital baseball game, you're going to need Windows. And yeah, Chromebook is just, I wouldn't suggest it, man, my friend. Save up a little bit more money and get yourself a nice, just get a little 15-inch gaming or a little 15-inch laptop, man. Seriously, about $450. It's a little bit more, I realize, but It's better than throwing 300 out the window, pal. All right, here's Maury Arnovich. I'm telling you, I'm going to make a gangster sim, and we're going to have Hal Chase in there. It's going to be baseball gangster. It's going to be Hal Chase and Benny Koff and Maury Arnovich, just because he sounds like a bookie. All right, here we go. Here's the pitch to Maury, and this is a control 5 swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Mudcat Grant picking up strikeout here. All right. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's still 2-1. The Reds lead. So Bucky Walters, who Clinton Parks picked to start the game for the Reds, in 4 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run, has fanned 6 and walked 3. All right, it's going to be Jerry Kindle. Mudcat Grant waits on deck, but we'll see whether Sam wants to call in a pinch hitter. I don't think he wants to yet, not for 2-1 game. All right, Bucky Walters brings it home, and this one, fly ball out to right field. Maury Arnovich camps under it, and he will make the catch in right field for out number 1. All right. Here's Mudcat Grant. Let's see. Does he want to go for a pinch hitter? He wants a pinch hitter already. What does the chat say? Do you want to leave Mudcat Grant in? He's down 2-1. Well, let's see what we say. Yeah, maybe a cheap laptop or secondhand, says Felipe. Yep, you just need something to run it. Exactly. Yep, Chromebook with Windows isn't recommended, says Felipe. He's right. Chromebooks aren't strong enough to support Windows. The Windows uses a lot of resources, Philip. Felipe is right. He's absolutely right. Leave him in, says Philip. All right. Philip Reynolds says that we're gonna allow Mudcat Grant. He's gonna stay in. All right. Here we go. Here is the pitch from Bucky Walters. And this one could be a little bit of trouble here. This is going to be a batter 10, and Philip Reynolds managing also for the 1965 Twins, looking like a genius here as Mudcat Grant will base hit into center field. So a little single there for Mudcat. All right. Back at the top of the order now for Zoilo Rosales. He has struck out twice in this game. No speed at first. And I'm not even going to check if he wants a pinch runner. We're gonna leave Mudcat Grant in. All right, here is the pitch, and this is going to be a control 11, and this is going to be a wild pitch. This one going all the way to the backstop. All right, and moving up to second is Mudcat Grant. Rosales back in the box. Here is the pitch from Bucky Walters, and this one is going to be a control 5, swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, 2 down now, and striding the plate is Tony Oliva. Oliva 1 for 2 with a single. Singled his last time up. And this one, fly ball to center field. And Mike McCormick circles, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So the Minnesota Twins come up empty, leave a runner in scoring position. We go to the top of the 6th. The Reds still leading in a squeaker here, 2-1. All right. So Mike says Windows Optiplex are really nice. Yeah. So let me put this up here for you, Philip. So Optiplexes, Mike brings up a great point. They're made by Dell, so good company. A lot of businesses use Optiplexes. And I mean, if you're looking at something like a Chromebook, so now we're getting a better idea of where you are budget wise. Optiplexes are nice. You'll be able to run Windows. You're going to be able to play some of the games that you want to play on that, and I think you'd be good to go. And yeah, you can get those open box specials. So Mike, thank you very, very much, guys. By the way, if I said it already, I'll say it again. Please subscribe to Sports Time Machine. He's doing some 1930 baseball. How about that? So watched him do it was Yankees A's game the other night. And of course the Bombers won, but that A's team is awesome. So check that out. I've seen Mike do some old timey baseball in the past too. He did 1920, Mike was that, I think it was a couple years ago or whatever. So Mike doing more old time baseball, and I'm doing modern baseball. God, it's like dogs and cats living together. All right, Frank McCormick with Ernie Lombardi on deck. McCormick in the game grounded out and reached on an error last time. An error by Bob Allison. All right, Mudcat Grant ready to deal. And this one, chopping ground ball to third base. And Rich Rollins up with it. And he will throw on for the 5-3 put out. So 1 up, 1 down now. And here comes Ernie Lombardi. Lombardi has flown to right, and he's bounced out to the pitcher. And here's the pitch. And Rosales at short has a lot of range over there and makes this play easily. So score that one 6-3, 2 up, 2 down. For Eval Goodman. So Goodman doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 2 on the day. And this one, another range play on Rosales. And he, this time, bobbles the ball. And Eval Goodman is going to make it to first. Score that one, E6. So sometimes excellent shortstops. Still going to make a lot of errors. All right, let's see what McKechnie wants to do with a B runner at first. No steals. Bill McKechnie playing very, very conservatively in terms of stolen bases. So, yeah, so looking more for a laptop, not a desktop. Okay. So Mike says he's probably going to be playing later. So, guys, lots more baseball coming. Yeah. So, good stuff. So, got to check it out, guys. Yeah, we should all be a good family here and do a little bit of shopping here for Philip, I think. What do you guys think? Let's do that. Let's do that for a minute. Because I always say it's about family here. So let's look at some good laptop prices. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, though? Philip, you're an awesome dude. But I'm going to do this in Brave browser. Because if I do it in Chrome, I'm going to be getting all kinds of like ads and stuff for computers, and I just bought one. All right, so let me see. I'm going to type in here. I'll bring it over the window here. Okay, let's see. Let's see what medium price laptops. Let's see what's out there. We're going to do a little shopping. We're going to spend some of Philip's money here, guys. We're going to spend a little bit of Philip's money. Let's bring some over here and let's look at what's on offer here. All right. So Lenovo's are nice little PCs, Philip. They really, really are. Were you thinking about buying locally, or you going to go like to a big box store, or what? So we know you're not looking for a gaming laptop. So let's look at budget laptops here. What do you say? Tom's Guide. Tom's Guide is great. Is a great place to go. I'm going to put this link in the chat for you, my good friend Philip. This is Philip's or Tom's Guide is a really, really great place to check out. Okay, don't sign me up. I just bought a new PC, dude. So. All right, here we go. So he rates them all up here, so just to give you some ideas. You might want to check this out, Philip. So, so he's talking here. So let me see. So look, here's for $300, man, and this is not a Chromebook. This is not a Chromebook. So here we go. How about this, Philip? I think we found your laptop, buddy. So this is rated number 1. This is the Acer Aspire Go 15. It's $300. $300. How about that? So let me see. It's a good Windows 11 laptop that can be yours for just over $300 or 300 pounds. It gives you a comfy keyboard, decent performance, writing and editing, and 10 hours of tested battery life. I always leave my laptop plugged in. He says the speakers suck, which is true for all laptops. They do, but computer speakers are super easy to. I mean, you can buy a pair of just serviceable speakers for your laptop for on Amazon for like $30. Seriously, doesn't have a very good webcam, but again, and it's a Windows PC, $300. There it is. They have it at Walmart. You can pick it up on Amazon. Boy, that's not a bad price for a gaming PC. Holy shit, look at that, man. Or for a gaming laptop. So, but Philip, I would really stay away from Chromebooks. You're getting a good Windows PC here for $300. That is not a bad deal at all. If you don't mind, it's a 15-inch, 15.6-inch display, so that's pretty good. Yeah. So there you go. Chris Slovic is here. Will I start a tournament here with one of the games? I sure. Which game? You tell me, Chris, and I'll do it, man. All right, so there we go. Do check it out, Philip. But I think we found you a hell of a nice laptop there for $300, and it's a Windows laptop. That's crazy. I should get one of those just for monitoring chat. I got to buy another monitor. Blah. All right. All right. Victus laptops are nice, says Truth Hurts Wilkie. He says, yep, just what he's looking for. See that? This is a great family, isn't it? Really is. Yeah, so what kind of tournament should we do, Chris? Okay, here we go. You're welcome, Philip. Says thanks to everybody. Cool. Chris says you pick your favorite baseball game and do a 64-team dead ball tournament, best of 7, all involving teams with losing records. Holy moly, man. So the only thing I would do, Chris, is I like the idea. I would have to extend it just because technically you're talking 1893 to 1919. So not a large, I mean, the teams you draw, you're going to have a lot of doppelgangers, but I like the idea. So all with losing records. Christopher Slovic did his famous half-assed HA League, all teams at 500 in Out of the Park baseball. That was an absolute blast. We need to be subscribing and going to Chris Slovic's channel. He is many, many time zones away from us. He's a teacher. We thank him for that in Islamabad. So do subscribe, guys, please. Got to use Out of the Park. You can also, you could also use, you can actually do Action PC Baseball as well for big tournaments, something like that. So that would be cool. You haven't forgotten about my badminton tournament. Out of the Park, probably the best choice. Yeah. I think it's easier to set up tournaments in Out of the Park baseball than it is in Action PC, but there are two choices. All right. Holy hell, I forgot where we were. Anybody feels like coming on the mic, actually, I will do that. I'm going to put that. If somebody does, then we'll just do something else or whatever and talk for a little bit. It's early. It's only 11:37. I don't have to work tomorrow. And if nobody wants to come on, I'm totally cool with that as well. So, all right, there we go. I'll have to keep an eye on the chat because I don't have headphones on right now, but I will gladly stop the stream and restart it again. All right, here's Lonnie Fry now. Lonnie Fry with a sacrifice last time. We got a runner on first here, and Eval Goodman. All right, Mudcat Grant deals, and this one, another range play for Zoilo Versals at short, and he's going to handle this one easily, and we've got us another 6-3, and that retires the side. All right, moving to the bottom of the sixth inning, the Reds still edging the Twins 2-1. It'll be Earl Batty due up here. Batty singled his last time up. Bucky Walters still looking pretty strong out there and with 7 strikeouts. All right, this one is hit out to center field, so this is going to be a batter 2. And actually, it's going to be a grounder. I thought it was hit out to center, but it's going to be stopped there at short. Score that one 6-3, 1 away. So doing this kind of game is very, very different than what I'm used to, but it's fun. Got to get out of your comfort zone, right? Don Mincher with the sacrifice last time. And this one, this is going to be a strikeout. So Bucky Walters with strikeout number 8 in the game. How about that? All right, batter up. Checking. We got nobody in there. So Get to the kitchen. It's a range check. Oh, Sean, you've been waiting for that one all day. That's why it's called a hot stove league. Oh, Todd B is in here, and there goes the last bit of the pancreas. It's just twisted and gone into all kinds of weird sorts of God knows what. Welcome in, Todd. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, here's Bob Allison, 2 down here. And Allison last time up flew out to right, so he's 1 for 2 with a walk. And here is the pitch, and Bucky Walters has just fanned his 9th. So we've had some crazy strikeout performances, and this will be the 4th baseball game I've done today. All right, we go to the top of the 7th inning. The Reds still lead 2-1. Mudcat Grant will face Billy Myers here. Billy with 2 singles in the game. Here is the pitch, and this is a control 10, and Billy Myers is going to draw the leadoff walk. All right, we're going to check here now with Sam Mealy as Bucky Walters steps into plate to see if he wants to go. He is saying, yep, relief pitcher. So I get to show you guys how this works. Because I'm playing advanced roles, you actually have to warm up the pitcher in this game. Okay, so we're going to go here. And we're going to find a pitcher. So what I do, this is just kind of my own thing. I look for, if you're playing an actual as-played game in this, like in a season replay, you can see who actually came into a specific game, but these 2 teams never face each other. So, you know, you can either do your kind of research, but I just kind of just look around and see, okay, I want to be fair. This is not I'm not going to set up Jim Perry at this point. So I'm probably going to play around here, and let's bring in Dave Boswell. So he should be good for 2 innings. So we're going to start him to warm up. So you'll see here, guys, that there's a 0. And then you're going to see the colors changing here. And the idea is he's going to be warming up for 3 batters. Okay. Nobody out, runner on. Okay, here's Bucky Walters now. Let's see what McKechnie wants to do. Does he want to go to a pinch hitter? I hope not. Nope, good. All right. I'm not going to take a guy out that's fanned 8 guys, right? All right, so Bucky Walters in the game has flown to center and grounded 2 short. Here is the pitch, and this is going to be a batter 10, and this is going to be a base hit center field. So Bucky Walters on the hit parade now. So 2-1, nobody out there now. You can see Dave Boswell. We're at yellow. Can't bring him in yet. If you bring them in too soon, they'll suffer a penalty. If you bring him in too late, they'll suffer a penalty. So you got to keep an eye on that. You don't have to warm up pitchers. You can turn that off if you want, but I like it. It's fun. All right. Back to the top of the order now. Billy Werber has a single in this game. He has struck out, ground out his last time up, also has a walk. 2 on here for the Reds, leading 2-1. And here is the pitch. This one is definitely going to be trouble. Billy Werber gets a hold of this one. This is going to be a batter 10, and runners are going to advance 2 bases on this. So Billy Werber is going to pick up the RBI. And another run scores, and the 1940 Reds now lead this one 3-1. Runners at the corners, and coming up to bat now is Mike McCormick. Mike McCormick has grounded out 3 times in this game. McKechnie, does he want to play it risky yet? No, he does not. He's saying, I have a 2-run lead, and I'm going to keep it. All right, here we go. Mudcat Grant out of the stretch. Boswell still warming in the pen, and here is the pitch. And this is going to be a strikeout. So Mudcat Grant fans his 3rd. First out of the inning, and Boswell is ready to come up. So we are going to go to our bullpen, and we're going to bring in Dave Boswell. So we go to our bullpen, and Boswell's ready to go because he's green. Boom. And we're going to leave the fatigue rating where it is. Boswell's ready to go. You see he's nice and green. All right. 1 away, runners at first and third, and here's Maury Arnovich. Arnovich struck out his last time up. he is 1 for 3 in the game. So Cincinnati looking to add to this lead, a little bit more cushion, always nice. And this one swung on, and this will be a batter 6. And this is going to be a fly ball to left, and this is going to be a fly ball tag job. So we're going to go here, and we're going to do manual outs this time. Fly ball, tag, and left field and enter play. Do I want Bucky Walters to tag up for home against left fielder Don Mincher? I'm going to leave it up to the chat. What do you guys say? So we have a D runner against an A fielder. Do we want to let him tag at third and go for home or not? What do you guys think? 3-1 Cincinnati lead. We're going to leave it up to the chat. First answer is the one we do. So send him or not. Baseball minds are cranking here. All right, Philip Reynolds says we do not send Bucky Walters. All right. Runners remain in first and third, 2 down now. And coming up to the plate is Frank McCormick. McCormick reached on an error. Otherwise, he's grounded out twice. Here is the pitch. And this one is going to be a control 5, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike out. So Dave Boswell picks up the strikeout, and that will end the inning. All right, 7th inning stretch time, and the Reds lead this one 3-1, tacking on another one here in the 7th. Jimmy Hall will wait for a moment while I take a slug of water. Trav also says hold as well. Nice. That's the first time I've done back-to-back silent baseball games on this channel. This is kind of fun. 2 outs and up 3-1. And Sean would have sent him. Sean would have sent him. All right. Okay, let's see. Is McKechnie going to stay with Bucky? I'm thinking yes. He's saying yes. All right, good. All right, here's Jimmy Hall now. And Bucky Walters ready to deal. This one head out to Mike McCormick in center field. McCormick circling under the ball, and it bounces out of his glove, and that's going to be an error on Mike McCormick. All right, so the Twins with a runner on. All right, what do you say, Sam Mealy? Nope, no stolen bases here. He's not gonna play with fire now. All right, here's Rich Rollins. And the pitch from Bucky Walters. And this one is going to be a lefty-righty deal. And so we go to 8. And this is going to be a fly to left. Fly to left tag plus. We'll see whether he wants to actually go or not. We'll see. So, and left field. I doubt it. Nope. He's gonna hold up there at first. All right. So 1 away now. Here's Jerry Kindle. Flew out to right his last time up. Here's the pitch to Kindle. And Kindle's going to draw the walk. So runners at first and second for the Twins. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And coming to the plate now is Dave Boswell. And we better start getting somebody up in the pen, huh? We better start getting somebody up in the pen. Because I think we're going to pinch hit for Boswell. Let's see. I'm going to go somebody a little higher rating now. Let's bring in, let's start warming Johnny Clipstein. So there we go. We'll start warming him up. Everybody wanted Camilo Pascual. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, guys. All right. Let's go back. So you can see you can start your bullpen while the other team's up. So nice little thing there. Okay. Here we go. Let's pinch hit for Dave Boswell. Yeah, there's no get out of here. Yes, there is. No, there isn't. All right. So we are going to go to our bench, and we need us a pinch hitter. So looking at these traits here, the kind of slim. Oh, well, of course, look who's on the bench. It's time to bring in the killer. It's time to bring in the killer. Yep. We're going to bring in Harmon Killebrew. So there we go. There we go. Let's hope this works out. If he bounces into a double play, this is going to hurt the Twins because their pitcher is not going to be ready. Let's see what happens. Harmon Killebrew hit 269 in 1965 with 25 home runs for the Killer. Everything I've read about him, like supposedly one of the nicest guys to ever play baseball. All right, Bucky Walters deals to the dangerous Killebrew. Here is the pitch. Could be trouble. This is a batter 10, and this is a base hit, so runners are going to advance 2 bases. Killebrew picking up the RBI. And here comes Minnesota trying to mount a little late inning comeback here, breathing down the necks of the Reds. It is now 3-2, runners at the corners, and stepping to the plate. Now we're back at the top of the order, and Zoilo Versalles. He has struck out 3 times. So Bucky Walters, Bucky Walters with 9 strikeouts, 3 of those by the Minnesota shortstop. Here is the wind and the pitch, and believe it or not, Zoilo Versalles has struck out 4 times in this game. Oh my goodness. So 2 away, and it brings up Tony Oliva. So Oliva in the game 0 for 3. Walters has the sign, and here is the delivery. And this is going to be a left-right 6. And we got a lefty in there and a righty, so no change. This is just going to be a garden variety fly out to right to retire the side. But the Twins pick up another one. Harmon Killebrew coming through clutch. And we got to fix things here. Clipstein is not ready. Oh, my God. He is not ready. Okay, so this is weird the way you have to do this, but there you go. So we got to change his position, and we're going to put him, let's see. So Killebrew, I should have looked more closely at Killebrew. We could bring in Killebrew at third, leave him in the game, but double switches piss me off, so I'm not going to do that. All right, so we're going to choose that position for him. All right, and then we're going to save this, and then I got to go to the bullpen. All right, and there we go. So it's bizarre the way you have to do it. So he's going to get a 1-level reduction to control. All right, and we're going to leave his fatigue rating where it is. Okay, there you go. Hey, Richard Otoni, there you go. And Legends, I've been announcing your quadruple header for tomorrow. It starts at noon, right? You're going to be doing 4 games tomorrow, buddy. So there we go. Richard, this is your 3rd time here. I've been on. So, Pocket Pennant Run Baseball. So I did a doubleheader earlier today, and we did, then tonight we did Diamond Mine Baseball, and now we're doing this, and we helped Philip Reynolds buy a computer. It's been a hell of a day. All right. So guys, noon, 4, 8, and 10. So we got lots of baseball coming up. Season 4, Franchise Stars Baseball League. Please, please, please subscribe. While Richard's here, I got to give him his wrench because this is his 3rd time in here. So here we go. Love giving out those wrenches, man. It's fun. It's fun. That way, it's not that I expect you guys to do anything like knocking out the trash or anything, but if we do get any and they're being assholes, bop them. I never, ever question moderators. But this is really just to thank you. And it makes you part of the family. Part of the family. All right. Where'd you go, Richard? Where'd you go? There you are. I found you. All right. And moderator. And Richard, you are now a moderator on this channel. All right. Cool. Nice. Next up, we heard that Geico can save us money, so stick around. All right, Todd, I get it. So, Legends, you gotta at least spoil who's the who's opening the season tomorrow? What's the first game at noon? Would love to know. Sean, as a mod, says he doesn't trust the mods. Cool. Richard says, sounds like I was watching Saturday Night Live special. Paul McCartney had a nice performance. Oh, cool. That is great. I love that classic when McCartney made that appearance from Chris Farley, that classic sketch. I don't know if they showed that or not, but brilliant stuff. Funny. All right. So, guys, Franchise Stars Baseball League of Legends Sports Universe. He also does Madden. He does basketball, lots of amazing stuff. But for me, baseball, Oh my God, it's great. So tune in. It's going to be awesome stuff, and there's going to be sound and animation and everything, and an excellent broadcasting voice. All right, here's Ernie Lombardi now. So Johnny Klipstein in there for the 65 Twins, coming in with a little bit of a reduction here, thanks to Zoilo Versali striking out 4 times in this game. Unbelievable. All right, so Klipstein deals, and this is going to be trouble. Has nothing to do with that drop in control at all. This is going to be a batter 11. This is going to be a power check, and Ernie Lombardi, pow! This one is long gone over the center field fence here at Metropolitan Stadium. Didn't they have all those garbage bags? Or no, this was the old Met. I was thinking of the Metrodome, and those looked like they had those big garbage bags out there. Anyhow, Ernie Lombardi, he of the prominent proboscis, home run. There we go. Everybody cheering. And so the Reds tack on another. It's now 4-2. Okay, so here we go, guys. Yankees. Let's do this. So Yankees and Red Sox. What a great start. So we got Pedro versus Ron Guidry. Ooh, man, look at this. So Clayton Kershaw versus Bob Gibson. Let's go Cardinals for the 4 p.m. game. At 8 p.m., Maddox and Eddie Plank, Braves at A's. And then we have at 10 o'clock, Padres at the Giants. So Negro Leaguer Dave Brown is going to be taking hill for San Diego, and Iron Man Joe McGinnity gets the nod for San Francisco. So guys, you're really, and I'm quite serious, you're going to be losing out. You got to at least check out one of the games, or whatever. You're going to have an absolute blast. It is real. Legends is so good. Not only, rating all the players, doing all these things, but the way he calls the game, you guys are going to feel like you're watching a Major League Baseball broadcast the way it should be. So subscribe, guys, and tune in. Most of you are off tomorrow, so no excuse not to at least catch some part of tomorrow's quadruple header and stay with the Legends throughout the season. He does try to showcase every team at least once. So, and all I can say is go Pirates. We got some better players this year, and they've been doing well. All right, so a run in for Cincinnati thanks to the Lombardi home run, and that brings up Eval Goodman now. Goodman in the box. Goodman with a double in this game. And here is the pitch, and this is going to be a control 9, and that's a walk. So I'll tell you what we're going to do now. We're going to start up this this bullpen here for Minnesota. Let's go to the bullpen. And you know what? You guys were talking about Camilo Pascual. He's a starter, but this game doesn't count. So we're going to start warming him up. Just for shits and giggles. All right, back to game action now. And here's Lonnie Fry. Klipstein deals, and this one is going to be swing and a miss. Strike 3. Lonnie Fry goes down on strikes. All right. So first out of the inning, and now in the box is Billy Myers. Billy Myers walked his last time up. So 2 for 2 with a walk. He has 2 singles in the game. Runner on first. McKechnie still not looking for any sort of stolen base. I'm not going to worry if he's calling for a bunt with the pitcher on deck. We're not going to try to do that. That's silly. All right, here is the pitch. And this is going to be a control 10. And this is going to be a wild pitch by Johnny Klipstein. Wild pitch. So second wild pitch we've seen in this game. So runner moves up. And Pascual still warming in the pen. All right, Klipstein lets it go. And this one smacked to the left-hand side. This is going to be a left-right 5. And we go to 5. And this is going to be one of those weird ground ball double play runners advance. So we're just going to call this a 5-3. And the runner is going to advance on the play. All right. It's kind of hard to advance the base when you got the double play. All right. So grounder to third. We're just going to call this a 5-3. And the runner advances to third. There we go. All right. Here's Bucky Walters. I'm going to take Bucky out. Bucky has a ton of strikeouts in this game, and he also has a hit. Here we go. 2 away. Pascual still not ready to go. Yeah, still running 22. Exactly. In fact, I'm hearing not so good things about MLB The Show 25. I'm hearing it's kind of, I was expecting a lot more with it coming out now just for next gen. And people are kind of like meh about it this year. So 22 does the job. It does. In fact, I have MLB The Show's 23, never installed it, never bought 24, I don't think. So you sold me on 22 Legends, at least until San Diego Studios stops mod support for it. So, yeah. Not worth remaking 1,800 players. Oh, come on, you slacker. Really? Oh, my God. So what about that, guys? 1,800 players. That's crazy. More just their focus. Yeah, isn't franchise mode, right? Yeah. I wish they would focus more on it, and wish they would tune in and see what you're doing, and what other guys have created, all those great mods. But there you go. Those of us in the know, we know better, right? All right, runner on third here. Camilo Pascual has got to wait one more batter. Here's Bucky Walters. And here is the pitch from Clipstein. And this is going to be a control 10. And good God, it's another wild pitch. Can you believe it? Another wild pitch. So a run scores, and Cincinnati now starting to pull away. All right. So here is the pitch. Bucky Walters swings on this one. This is going to be a left-right 12, and this is just going to be a single because nobody's on. Regular old single. All right, there we go. All right, 2 away, and it's time for Camilo Pascual to come in. So here we go. Boom, and boom, and boom. There we go. So let's look at his numbers. In 1965, an ERA of 3.35 and 156 innings pitched. He struck out 96 and walked 63. He was 9-3 that year. Okay. Back at the top of the order, Billy Werber. Billy Werber having a good day at the plate. Runner on first for the Reds, 2 away. Camilo Pascual, the righty, lets it go, and this one promptly swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Cincinnati Reds pick up 2 more, and we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bucky Walters is now fatigued due to innings, so let's see. This should jump over here a little bit. Okay, so Bucky is tired, and I say let's go to the bullpen. All right. I think we're going to bring in we're going to warm up Elmer Riddle, and let's warm a lefty as well if we got a good lefty here. Lefty guys, whatever. All right, so let's get Riddle. So him, and let's get lefty up. So let's get a lefty and righty up in the bullpen. Cool. All right, here we go. So Bucky Walters has pitched a whale of a game and even contributed here offensively. So 10 strikeouts. All right, here's Earl Batty, not one of his strikeout victims. Batty 1 for 3 in the game with a single, grounded out his last time up. Bottom of the 8th here at Metropolitan Stadium. And this one swung on left, right, 11. And this is going to be, this is a righty. So instead of a power check, this is going to be a base hit. Base hit for Earl Batty. So Batty picking up the 5th hit for the Minnesota Twins in 1965. And now at the plate, Don Mincher with a runner on. Mincher, nothing for 3. Or 0 for 3 with a sacrifice. Hard hit ball in the gap. Mincher has got a single to center, and the runners are going to advance 2 bases. So this is a 1B plus 8. So center fielder fielding the ball as it says. So right there, boom. There we go. So went Mincher to stretch the hit for second against center fielder Mike McCormick. Hell no. Not even going to go to the chat for that one. No speed in Don Mincher. Okay, runners at the corners now. And here's Bob Allison. Nobody out. struck out victim is one of Bucky Walters' strikeouts. Let me see. Looking at the bullpen over here for Cincinnati. Can Bucky Walters just hang in there? One more batter. Here is the pitch. Bucky Walters says it's control 6, and this is a walk. So Bucky Walters, I think his day is done, my good friends. And coming up here, we got Jimmy Hall, lefty. So we're going to bring in a lefty. So let's go to our bullpen, and let's bring in lefty guys. And we're going to leave him as it is. And Elmer Riddle, I think we're gonna just let him, because we've got a right-hander on deck here, Rich Rollins. All right, here we go. Bases sold out. This is the first real serious threat the Twins have mounted all game. And here is the pitch. And lefty comes in, and this is going to be a control 7, and he walks in a run. Oh, man, walks in a run. Look at this. So inching closer, the Minnesota Twins, and I think lefty is done. And we're going to bring in Elmer Riddle. So we're going to go to the pen one more time. Oops, wrong way to do that, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. Boop. And bring in Elmer Riddle and leave him exactly where he is. All right. To face Rich Rollins. Here we go. Base is still loaded. Nobody out. And the Twins in a world of trouble, or the Reds in a world of trouble right now. This one hit to Billy Werber. This is a stove play, Sean. It's a stove play. And this is going to be another run's going to score. Ground ball to third. They're not going to get the run at home, though. So this is going to be a 5-3, and another run scores, and it's now 5-4. The Minnesota Twins making a game out of it here. All right. Jerry Kindle now. Jerry Kindle is 0 for 2, including a walk. Runners at second and third. Elmer Riddle, that's hard to say, deals. And this is a left-right. This is a 3. And this will be a line out to first. All right, 2 away. Let me check what's going on here. So, yep, you can't import from newer editions. Not sure if someone created a 24 roster set for 22 though. So, has had an extremely short career, says Sean. Supplying our color, but did quite a bit with it. He struck out Enos Slaughter and faced some other future Hall of Famers, plus got his only major league hit versus Carl Hubble. A 1.17 earned run average in 7+ innings and never pitched again. How about that? Well, then I'm glad we gave him a little bit of playing time here. Thank you for that, Sean. Appreciate it. All right. So with first base open, and where'd my mouse go? There it is. First base open. Here's Harmon Killebrew. Don't know how he stayed in the game. I think I found a little glitch in the game, but we'll let him stay in. Whatever. I didn't have this set for DH, so I think in trying to fix the weird pinch hitting thing, they forgot to fix one thing, because Harmon Killebrew shouldn't even be in this game, to be honest with you. So. But that's all right. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Here's the pitch, and that's fine. This is going to be just a ground ball 4-3 put out to retire the side. So no harm, no foul. But the Minnesota Twins pick up 2 more runs. It's 5-4. We go to the top of the 9th. And Camilo Pascual will face Mike McCormick here. Waiting on deck is Maury Arnovich. Got to do some... Who are we walking? Oh, well, we didn't have to walk him, Philip. We didn't have to walk him. So I'm going to have to report that's a little glitch there. I have to report that to Craig Harris, because before you would just give somebody that DH assignment and put in the pitcher, and the pitcher would bat in that spot. So apparently now that little workaround doesn't work, and I'm going to have to send that to Craig Harris. But this game has not crashed once on me since this newest update. All right, here we go. Here's the pitch. Current batter not hit. Yeah, I know. Getting tired. All right, here is the pitch from Camilo Pascual, and this is going to be a drop K. So, and Mike McCormick beats it out. He is safe. These 1940 Cincinnati Reds are just an absolute pain in the arse for these 1965 Twins. Here's Maury Arnovich now. Let's see what manager Bill McKechnie wants to do. All right. Here's the wind to end the pitch from Pasquale. And this one is going to be a batter 8. And this is going to be a fly ball to left. All right, the runner holds. 1 away here for Frank McCormick. Struck out his last time up. Pasquale sets and fires. And this one a control 10. And we got another wild pitch. We got a wild pitch. Runner moves up. All right, Pasquale ready to, whoops, no out. Ready to deal again. There we go. And this one's swing batter and a miss. Steal rake 3. So 2 outs. And coming up now is Ernie Lombardi. So home run his last time up. The schnoz goes deep. All right. Pasquale studies the signs from Earl Batty, and he deals. And this will be a batter 2, and this will be a grounder to short, and that will end the inning. So not out of the woods yet here, as Minnesota plates 2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And Elmer Riddle, we're going to go ahead and get the bullpen started here for the Cincinnati Reds. Let's see what Bill McKechnie wants to say here. We say no relief pitcher, but we still do want to get somebody up in the pen. So what's nice here, I can look at pitcher data. And we're dealing with 1940, so I'm just going to go with the guy with the highest amount of saves, and that looks to be Joe Beggs. So we're going to start Joe Beggs in the bullpen, get him warmed up. All right. Back to action here. Now, Zoilo Versalles has struck out 4 times. Elmer Riddle ready to deal. He winds and he fires, and Versalles is not going to strike out this time. This is a batter 7. This is just a ground ball 4-3, but at least he put the ball in play. So something to have a beer about. So 1 away, and that brings up Tony Oliva. So Tony Oliva with a single. He is 1 for 4 overall. Here is the pitch to Oliva, and this one is a batter 7. And base hit for Tony Oliva. So that is hit number 7 for the Minnesota Twins. So making it a pretty damn good ball game here that's gone longer than it should. But that's okay. We're helping somebody buy a computer and stuff. All right, here's Earl Batty. He singled his last time up. So 1 away. And what Elmer Riddle is wanting right now is the double play to end this game. And from the stretch, here is the pitch, and this one is a control 2. It's a drop K. Let's see what happens. It's a drop K, and there we go. 2 down. All right, now we have a decision. Do we let Elmer Riddle try to get the 3rd out? He's facing Don Mincher. So Don Mincher with a single his last time up. Joe Beggs is ready to go again. 7. He's got a little higher rating. Yep, we're going to go to the pen. We're going to go to the pen. And we're going to bring in Joe Beggs and see if he can get this save. '40 Cincinnati Reds and 1965 Minnesota Twins. 2 teams that you don't really see much around the YouTube sports gaming community. So this was fun to just pick these 2 and just play. All right. Joe Beggs rubs up the ball, finishes his warm-up pitches. He's ready, climbs the hill, peers in, has the sign, and here is the pitch. And this is a control 10, and he issues the walk. So it ain't over yet. All right, runners at first and second, and here comes Bob Allison. Bob Allison with 2 walks today, so good eye up there at the plate. He struck out once and flew out to right. All right, Beggs ready to deal. Here is the pitch, And this one hit up toward first, and this should be your ball game, and indeed it is. So we're going to score that one 3 unassisted, and that is all she wrote. The Cincinnati Reds of 1940 hold on to win 5-4. There's your box score. Winning pitcher is Bucky Walters. The losing pitcher is Mudcat Grant. Of course, we can go in here and give the save to Joe Beggs. And then we can do things like enter results, and there we go. And lots more you can do with this. We can export this box score to PDF, export it to Excel, and we can close. And we're not going to save this to box score replay. And up here is our entire score sheet for the game. So there we go. A little pocket pennant run action. Thanks, guys. Sports Time Machine, I think he was talking about doing a game tonight. Does that mean you're going to broadcast a game, Mike? If you're still here, let us know, because we'll all come over to your channel and hang out. Well, I will. I'll come over. So we are less than 12 hours away from, and we need Aaron to do his like Hulk Hogan voice, from opening day Franchise Sports Baseball League on MLB The Show 22, Legend Sports Universe channel. Getting close. So are you going to broadcast a game, Mike? Let me know when you're ready, because I'll just jump off of here. In the meantime, while you're getting ready, I do want to show a couple of these folks here just a little bit about what Pocket Pennant Run does. So again, guys, this is the software. So the Pocket Pennant Run game is actually, it is a cards and dice game, but this is a way that you can play it on the computer if you want. You can do things like create teams in this thing. This is where you could set up tournaments. This is where you could set up fantasy leagues, cross-era play. You can work, you're working here at the, obviously at the team level. So you can see I have a lot of teams in here right now. So let's bring in the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. Let's load them up. And there they are. And we can look at the stats, look at their stats. Boom, right there. So these are the actual stats for the 1980 Phillies. Pretty cool stuff. The cards and dice game, I know, lets you do this kind of thing. Digital Diamond really, it's not. You can roll your own dice, so I guess that would. You could send these out to Excel, whatever. Down here, I was talking about transparency. Okay, Mike, if you are ready. All right, Philip, yes. Have a good night. So Mike's ready, guys. So we're gonna have to forget this little tour. And we're going to go ahead and go over to Mike's channel. Anybody that wants to. Sports Time Machine, I'm going to be there. This is 26th of April, 1930. The Yankees versus the Boston Reds. Oh, he says not yet. Okay. All right. Just let me know, Mike. I thought that yes was now. So you've got that. And you will also, so if you want to add players to a team, you can do that if you want to have that. This is where you can set your ballpark as far as whether it's neutral, hitter, or a pitcher park. There's your manager with his ratings, stuff like that. Okay, so lots of stuff that you can do here. You can actually even play game day from here if you want. Just do a game and then pick the teams that you want that you've created. You do have to, for this mode, you do have to have lineups saved, which is easy because this will create lineups for you, or you can create your own. So it's just as simple as going boop, and there's your lineup. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this lineup because I don't want I wouldn't want Bake McBride batting in the 4 slot here. I'd be moving Lazinski up, what have you. But that's that. So you can print player and team cards here. StatFacts, this is really cool. Outside of a season replay or whatever, this is basically a baseball reference / this part of it is more like stat heads where you can kind of set up criteria where you can say, okay, what first baseman had the most doubles between, 1920 and 1940, and show me the top 25, things like that. You can research teams over here. Just make sure that you have the correct database selected. So we could look at the Rockford Peaches if we wanted to. Okay. So, we click. This is all pretty self-explanatory here. Close this. And then a number of ways to play the game. Game Sim This is using the teams that you've created in team management. Just looking over here. Mike's not ready yet. Okay, in team management, guys. And you can set up when relievers will come in given certain circumstances. So that's pretty cool. Box score replay. This is a great way to just do a season replay. So just very quickly, I have a couple seasons saved in here. So I'll just bring up 1979 and we'll load that season. Give it a sec. This has the historical scores, the exact dates, everything like that. So if you're doing a season replay, you can have at it. It has the All-Star games, all the stuff, the championship series and what have you. Okay. This will also track stats, everything like that. As you can see, I haven't done anything yet with 1979. Manual entry for a game. That's a whole nother thing altogether. We don't really need to get into that. This is just the dime tour. The other thing you can do is the we pick. So pick and print. You can just put in a season, just any day in Major League Baseball history and show available games on that day. Or you can have the AI coach just pick a random day in baseball to show all available games. You can just play a one-off or whatever you want. So since we're messing around in 1965, let's go to June 12th, 1965, I guess. And let's see what games were being played, if any were played on that day. And there we go, a whole slate of games. Just pick one and play, whatever. Or again, we have this AI coach, pick and play it. Now it's doing a bunch of games from 1997. If you don't like that, keep clicking. There's 1971, which of course I would love to play the Mets and Pirates because the Mets beat the Pirates 4-0 in that game. So fun stuff there. Let's go ahead and close this. Quick play is what we just did. So that's pick any two teams from these databases and play them against each other. A lot going on, and this is free. It's free. $15 if you buy the PDF version of this game, and you will find in there in the directory when you download this software, there's also a directory where the cards are already created. You just got to download them and print them out. You don't even have to do this part anymore if you don't want, unless you're doing a what if or a tournament or something like that. It's going to be a schedule generator coming for this, which will make me happy for doing things like a Ned McGreevy type league. And lots of good things coming. I believe in this game. My attitude is this. At one time, APA was a new game. Strat was a new game. Sherco was a new game, right? Status Pro was a new game. So why not? How we doing, Mike? Waiting for Mike here because kind of shown a lot of this. So is it, great looking game? No, but I think it plays a nice little game of baseball. I would suggest playing the first couple games of this, play with the basic rules without warming up pitchers and without repositioning fielders, just to get a feel for the flow. The flow's fast. You do have to, like any cards and dice game, you're going to have to maybe establish a few house rules. I've seen Al do it with APA and Strat, and I think everybody does. So, but good. So Mike is just about ready, guys. So, Mike always entertaining. Mike always too has one of those great baseball voices. So hopefully we will see you over here as soon as we get the yes from Mike. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to bonk out of here unceremoniously quickly. Trav, thanks for coming in. Richard, thank you for coming in. Everybody is coming in tonight. Everybody, this was really, really, really a lot of fun. We went 3 hours. Didn't expect it to go 3 hours, but it did. It was good to see Cousin Ken back. It's been too long. All right, Mike is ready, guys. Sports Time Machine. Let's go catch out some 1930s action. New York Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox. Until I see you again tomorrow at one of Legend Sports Universe's games, we'll see you around the batting cage and at Mike's channel. Good night, everybody.